Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Hello. Good evening for me, at least. Whatever time it may be for you, maybe 2, 3 a.m. It may be 8. It could be 5. Who knows? But welcome. Hello. F them shoes? Always. Always. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Hi, Sinister. Lily, how are you? Justin, hey, how are ya? Hi, Juju. Dragon, welcome in. Good to see you. What's up, Key? Hell, Mel, thank you for the 17 months. Oh, my God. It's 7 for you. Ah, just an hour off. Okay. I gotcha. Welcome in, all. Good to see you. Hello. Today, we are going to be joined by chaos. And by chaos, you can choose which one of them is said chaos. It's up to you, really. Dealer's choice. Lovesick. Thank you for the subs. Oh, my God. Hi, Tika. No shoes are safe? Never. No shoes. F them shoes. Hey, Canadian. What's up, Murphy? Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Forgotten Pod. Thank you for the 14. It's already chaos. It's already chaos. Love the streams. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. When isn't it chaos? It's an attempted non-chaosing on Sunday. Attempted. Maybe not necessarily successful, but definitely attempted. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and open up Phaz right now. I'm opening up Phaz as we speak. I told them, I said, we're not waiting very long, man. Once we get past the starting soon and all that jazz, we're getting it moving. We're getting it moving. Oh my resub, Batman. Jesus. Good God. Viper, thank you for the 5. Welcome back. Taco, thank you for the 2. Queso Fresco, thank you for the 8. Northern, thank you for the 13. Good God. It is resub day, my dudes. What up, Tay? Thank you for the biddy. Freaking bats. My day was pretty good. I got a lot done today. It wasn't too bad. Yeah. Going live on YouTube also. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, as soon as we get moving here, that's the plan. What's the January price? So January, reaching the goal in January, it's guaranteed viewer games next month. Now, the extended sub goal that we reached means that you guys get to choose what I wear that day. Yeah. Yeah. What'd you get done? A bunch of videos. A bunch of videos for work. Yeah. Auto Savage, thank you for the bits. Hey, Maggie, how are you? Faz is already open, man. We're moving. I told you we're moving. Yeah. Have you got your music box? I do. It's up there. It's on the shelf. Yeah. You probably could have seen it better on the other screen, but it is there. Storm, hi, friend. Welcome in. First stream, well, welcome. It is great to have you. You picked one hell of a stream because I'm going to be joined by some pretty amazing, chaotic, hilarious, warm-hearted, gentle, nutty teammates. Teammates meaning more than one thing. They are not only going to be in here, but they are also part of the Midnight Society with me and a bunch of awesome, amazing content creators. So please check everybody out. Please do. But hi, friends. Crazy, thank you for the biddies. Oh, were you in Chinggis's live stream last night? Was I in the live? Was I there? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Per the usual. Tuesdays, I'm always like hopping. I'm always hopping with like Tater and Chinggis and like one or two other people that I like will jump on the screen with. Yeah. Thank you, Mayor. Yes, headphone warning. We are playing with Coach. Graham, thank you for the bits. Crazy D and Justin. Thank you guys. Appreciate it, man. Friends games are always fun. Yeah, like friends games are amazing. And these guys, a whole nother beast. I have a question for those friends. Between Coach, Doc, and Mr. Chingus, I need to know, do any of us have high tier equipment? That pin. She's trying to warn you now so that when it happens, it's not a shocker. Yeah. There's a reason I asked for that. Because I don't mind. I'll supply. I'm level 24. Whatever. I'll do whatever. But if I am the leader of said lobby. Just get it out. Just get it out. Yeah. Thank you. Grim, thank you for the biddies, dude. Just use your tier 1 stuff. I would. But look, if we use my equipment, let me explain why that is a potential problem.
Looks like there are others out there in need of help.
There's a lot going on. Oh my God. What up, Tay? Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome in. Thank you. Jay-Z. God damn it, dude. Let me show you why that would be a problem. Can't get through any queries. No, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Why would we need a headphone warning? Demon, you will see. Oh, why do you need a headphone warning? One shall be able to tell. So if we use my equipment, these are going to be locked to whatever I have. So one person will have low tier equipment at all times. That's why I was saying it. So if one of us has higher tier, then they could host a lobby and that'll be higher tier. But this is automatic with whoever's hosting. Yeah. Overstep warning. Oh my God. You got to visit Nuka Dave today? Oh, did you go hang out with in Dave's stream? Oh my God. Hold on. The farts keep building? Yeah, that's life, man. Fate has created roughly 75 blurps of Coach. Roughly. Oh my God, the names of some of these are the worst. The name of it is Little Splat Fart with Reverb. Great. So, who's hosting? Is it me or is it one of you? I'm cool either way. Hi, Aldi. Dusty, welcome in. How are you, dude? I understand it's my chaos. I'm talking about the items, Chingus. The items. What I was telling them was if I host, we have to use lower tier. You can't really see it that well because wait, where's my, hold on. If I host, we have these locked in. No choice. The farts are the best. I would venture to say otherwise. Yeah, you see what I mean? That's what I was meaning. I have mostly tier 3, but not all. That's good enough for me. Would you like to host a lobby there, friendo? Oh, Doc does have lots of monies and higher tier. So it's not even a matter of providing all the equipment, Doc. It's a matter of hosting the lobby at least, because then you'll have the higher tier starter stuff. That is the thing. So maybe Doc will do it then. Doc or Chingus. I don't care. I know we didn't talk about this before because I didn't think about my low tier equipment before that part. But here we are. Yeah. Hi, Courtney. How are you? Fruit Wedges, thank you for the 6 months. Dub, thank you for the 18. Good God. Yeah. Also, I had an idea for tonight, and we might try it. Join Chingus, free mouth hugs. Okay. 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 Siren's Deadliest Song. Thank you for the 26 months. That's something that's been said. Oh, she has said many a thing. And anytime that she just so happens to say, God damn it. Anytime she just so happens to say something out of pocket, someone is there to clip her and make a blurb out of it.
I prepared some jobs for you.
Yeah. Hi, Blondie. Hi, Splat. This is so funny. Music's loud, just my headphones. Is it too loud? I can turn it down a notch. It sounds okay in my headphones, but if it's too loud for you guys, I can turn it down. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. Courtney, thank you for the subs. I have a few I need to make of her. It's really, listen, you have to understand, like, the more entertaining somebody is, the easier it is to make blurbs out of them. God damn it. Hi, Pillow.
Oh, yeah, Doc, I've missed you so much. Oh, God. Oh, Doc. Can't believe you're on push to talk. Oh, Doc. Oh, I've missed you. Oh. Oh.
Must have been the wrong lobby.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you. Looks like there are others out.
Oh, I love
Oh, hi,
it.
how are you?
So good.
Welcome.
Oh, this is the. Oh, this must be the correct
yeah.
lobby. Man, you should have seen what I just walked into. Holy crap, that was
Oh,
wild.
that's why we never play in public lobbies, dude. Those things are weird.
I'm gonna go ahead and change my profile picture or my character picture, so there's no confusion because I understand the level of play is very similar. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that
But
makes
if we're
sense.
all the same, then nobody can like attack anybody else because they won't be able to know who they're attacking unless they go for the entire team, in which we will revenge the other person.
I'm not doing shit.
Oh, that's not a bad
Wow,
point.
wow, you said that
Wow.
awfully fast.
Wow.
Listen,
Wow.
Gamer Wolf.
Wow.
Hi,
Aldi
friend.
and I were talking about the music box, and he said, "Who's got the music box now?" I said, "Me." And I said, "I'm not doing anything because if I start something, I'm going to be dead the entire time."
Do you see how well we teach them?
Don't- Oh yeah. This is great. This is wonderful.
Oh God.
Tinky, hello. Gamer
Don't
Wolf,
worry,
how was your
Chesney, I will
stream?
protect you.
Oh,
With
wait, that's right.
every quivering ounce of my being, I intend
I'm
to
so
protect
glad
you.
you said your being.
It's
Yeah.
it's quivering. It's quivering.
It's having a quiver.
It's
Oh my God.
Sam, welcome in.
God.
Okay, so I mean, we'll talk about it later. I haven't talked to them about the idea of the cursed possession stuff. I figured we would do
What's
that
on your
later.
arm?
Oh, it's a thing. Doctor said I just have to deal with it.
Listen, what the heck?
Yeah. It's got little hairs on it and everything.
What?
Wait,
Do you see
what?
it, Chingus? Do you look at his
Yeah,
arm?
it's all
Look,
fucked
it's
up
not
right
that
now.
small,
It's
for goodness
great
sake,
looking.
guys.
What do you mean?
Looks like an acorn nestled in a pile of twigs. And underneath, two
I'm
feral
leaving. I'm outta here.
pigs.
This is awful. This is the worst. I was here twice.
Your floppy Frank badge on your arm has like inverted colors, just so you know.
Oh, really?
So it looks really funky.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So
Sam, thank you so much for the 17.
do you remember that
Baba
old
Bear?
Windows style that was like the ultra purple, black, like neon yellow kind of
yes. Is that what it looks
thing?
like?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Okay. There's a hiding spot. Yeah, you can go to the corner if you feel shameful.
All right.
Or if you just need to get away for a
What's the
moment.
plan, Mr. Flash? What am I setting up here?
Bab.
Are we doing custom, no evidence, all cursed item?
Listen.
Oh my
ghost.
God.
So I
Friendly
figured
ghost.
we can do the cursed possession things later. For now, we just play friendly
Okay.
Ghost.
Oh, okay.
Doc really
Imagine.
wants at least one round of friendly ghost.
Friendly.
Oh, I can do fun.
Hey,
What?
did you get a music box too?
I did.
No way.
Yeah, it's on the shelf. They made more than one. Crazy talk.
Listen, I didn't know you were getting one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the second that they announced it, I was like, I gotta.
I love
Sounds
it.
like
It's so
music
nice.
box envy to me. Woo.
Well, I got it. I got it too. So it's okay.
Still.
Imagine the DVD streamer getting it.
Hey. she,
Hey.
she changes out the music box so that the inside plays like the DVD song.
Listen. Wow. Listen. Jesus.
That'd be kind of cool,
listen,
though.
I mean, you're not lying. Listen, it's COD I play, okay?
That's true. She's been playing a lot of Call of Duty. A lot.
I
can't even see who did that.
I'm one of them.
Hi, Kev. She is one of
No,
them.
I
But
know.
listen, I promised that I'm going to play zombies soon. I don't know when, but at
Yes.
I'm down to play zombies too. So I won't
played
stream it, but I'm
years.
definitely down.
some point. Years.
Nice.
And hopefully Doc can join us too.
I will warn you. I shoot people very. I shoot people like I hunt ghosts, and by that I mean unsuccessfully. The majority of the time.
It just-
Yeah.
I shoot
So
my
that's-
teammates,
You're
so it's
basically
okay.
you're a stormtrooper. You just go.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I was just waiting for him to expand on I shoot people. I was getting scared for a second.
Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors.
What the? What the heck?
Do you want to start with maybe a pro to just get nice warmed up and sillies out
Oh,
of there?
that's right.
I
We've
love
got to
it. I
warm
love
Chesney
that
up.
idea.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, wah, 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 wah.
I don't want to get
What
beat
about
up by
2, 1,
Oldie.
go!
Listen, you guys asked for stuff like this and you're getting it. This is just here it is. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't start the other things. Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, on the gear.
He said he's the gear mommy.
There we go. Some extra mouth hugs.
Oh my god.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
We've arrived.
We've arrived.
Yeah, must have
We've
suffered
arrived.
damage with a cursed object.
Cursed object.
But be careful. We don't know what it's capable of.
Hold on. Why is he?
Oh, we know what it's capable of.
There we go.
We
Okay, I
know.
fixed it. Ah! Oh, hey, how are you? I was fixing
Hi.
that thing. Sorry.
I was watching.
Oh, wow. Okay. You like to watch, huh?
Just to give
I-
you all an update,
Yes,
I am
I
walking
do.
into the house.
This is like
Roger that. Oh my god. What is our side? I'll be side quest man. Firelight motion on it.
We have the
Ladies and gentlemen, we are investigating Emma Marsh. Emma Marsh is a dirty, dirty ghost that wants to show you the way that she moves. Right down onto a good old-fashioned mouth hug. Make sure to watch out and get blown away by Emma Marsh.
Why was there such a delay when you said that?
actually, the dog came in here and
Oh,
started
okay.
pawing
Oh.
at me, so I was distracted.
Taco, thank you for the 5 subs, homie. Rosa, thank you for the 22. Hello, Nervy Jane.
F them shoes.
What do we got? F them shoes? Where? Were shoes F'd on? Teeny, it's going to be an interesting evening.
Are there shoes that have been effed on in here? I don't know.
I didn't do it.
It hath. Whoa!
Ah!
Oh my Lanta! Doc just had the book thrown at him.
Oh my lord.
Well, you can know what we have from a distance when he shows up.
What the hell?
Could you please?
Hey, we are orcs.
I'm gonna love
Orbs?
him
Okay.
and hug
Thank
him
you.
and squeeze him.
Oh! Oh God! Ah, it came out of me! Oh, I feel so dirty. I'm going home. Nobody turned the power on.
turned the power. The power's on. I turned the power on, unless they turned it off.
Oh, it
Did
kicked
turn
it off? What a jerk face. Yeah, the power's off. Goo. Any goo? We have goo! Where are you? Are you near?
I'll turn the power back
Where
on,
are you?
but I'm gonna need you to ask me nicely.
Don't forget we
Hey,
have orb.
Doc, could you please turn the power back on?
Roger that.
Power on, Doc Daddy.
Works for me.
Oh,
Power's
Ghost,
on.
take me now.
God.
Yep, kill me now. Go ahead. Yes, please. I'll do it on the beanbag. Jeez, they're all hilarious. These, all three of them. Oh, Jesus. Why are you smudging?
Oh my God.
Ew.
You could have waited for like a hunt.
Reporting from the van, Team Sanity 67%.
Roger.
74%.
You completed
Somewhere
the
between
objective,
wait
though.
on it.
62, somewhere
It's okay.
between 62 and 79.
Oh, oh.
What, are you okay out there? Did you have a stroke? Do you need help?
I did.
What were you saying earlier about chaos? Dude, it's here. All right, so we have phalanges and
Where are
orbs.
Where are you? How old are you?
Oh, possible
Are you friendly?
obig. Wait,
Are you near?
okay.
Are you
normal.
far? Give me a sign. Where are you? How old are you?
Was not
Are you
getting.
friendly? Are you near? Are you far? I don't
Hi,
detect
Emery.
paranormal spectral entity noises.
You know what? I'm gonna go get Dudeski's. Did I just hear Doc say I got him? I got him. Oh, I hear it. Oh, I understand now. Gotcha. Roger that. I was so confused. Is this turned off? What the fuck? Did you just photo op me? That son of a bitch. Hey, love, how are you? Welcome in. Sorry, I had to sign in for some reason, like streamer bot signing into the YouTube chat. It can be annoying. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm gonna bring a crucifix in.
I'm gonna get a smudge.
Roger that. Hey, Conquest, how are you? Was that Chinggis? Yeah. Did Chinggis have coffee? He might have. Somebody drunk. Just having a good time. Instant whispers. Oh my god.
I swear to God.
You'll notice Floppy Frank is no longer there.
Wait.
You might be asking yourself, where is Floppy Frank?
Oh my god. What did he do with Floppy Frank?
And in this ominous and intimidating voice, I'm going to tell you. Mind your own business.
Where is he? Where is that sick sadistic bastard? Where is this son of a bitch? Is he in the basement? Did you find Jigsaw?
No.
What's happening? We're fearful of Doc. He's probably outside. This might be a banshee.
Wait a minute. Where are you guys? I thought y'all were in the van.
Okay, so Doc and Chingus are downstairs.
Are they dead?
I'm assuming alive.
Okay.
Doc?
Oh. Hello? Hello?
I'll never know we're here. It's fine. It's fine.
Flash, they're right there.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
He's never gonna know we're here. Doc, did you cause that hunt?
I did.
Next to me. I did not.
Okay.
He
all
did
right.
not, but I did save his life.
I thought you
so-
jigsawed us. I was like, I
I
can't
am
believe it.
extremely grateful.
Graham! Thank you for the biddies, homie. All right, so it's just hiding, freezing.
Whoa.
Well, that was rude. I'm on it.
Power's on.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did we get freezing? Is that what I heard?
We do. I mean, that has to be a Hantu though, unless it is a mimic and that
It was
not a Hantu.
super slow.
I need another
I
one.
saw no
man.
ghost orb.
We absolutely have orbs though. Hey, House, how are you? Love the vids. Appreciate it, man.
That was terrifying.
What? It just wants to say hello. Hey, Robbie, how are you?
Negative freezing temperatures confirmed.
You're doing great.
What are you doing out there?
Just hanging out.
It's a
Why?
Hantu. Or a mimic.
Who's doing that? Stop that. Okay, okay. Okay, now it's time to grow up.
Aha!
Go
I'm a
switcheroo.
Toys R Us kid.
Works
Oh,
every
don't
time.
say that. Now I'm sad. What the
Hang on.
doc
So
doing?
freezing,
Wait, what?
freezing temperatures confirmed.
All right.
Toys R Us. Oh, Jesus.
We're missing photos. Oh,
Ah, it
that's
likes
a fart.
Flash. Right in your
Photos?
face.
Right in the fat.
Photos.
Mother lover.
Come on, I just turned it on.
Do you have a camera back there?
No, in my hand, though.
I'll get one from the truck. Don't worry.
Mini goo.
For I am useful.
It's gonna hunt now.
Yeah, it's gonna hunt in a second. She's got the photos. It's fine.
Okay, I was gonna go get more. Oh, he made it in. Cool.
Here, get it. Got a camera here.
Hey, thanks, Travis.
And a camera here.
Oh, thank you.
I don't have a smudge.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Ow, my face.
So
Careful,
what's this? Why is
SpongeBob.
everyone hiding behind the? No, we're fine. We're fine. Hold on.
What's this ghost name?
He's
Oh,
gonna call
fuck.
Buff Laps.
Hey, it responded.
Look out! Look out! Oh wait, what?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she like you, boy.
Get him. Yeah.
Give him all your love, Pam.
Help me! Help!
Oh, sad.
Idiot ghost. Yeah.
That was not very nice. All right, what do we
Well,
not
you
have?
Or am I guess?
Oh, you got the crucifix?
Did we find the bone?
Winder. Was that this one? I'm gonna go for it. Yeah.
Did it count?
I have no idea. I'm running.
Counted as interaction.
I'll get one of the. Oh, yeah, you can get a photo of that too.
What?
I got it.
Hey, Reaper. We'll mode. Oh, just pro right now. Then we'll move to
What are you doing
nightmare and
back
we'll do
there?
some
Why are you
other
behind
things.
The Tupperware.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Behind
I'll tell
the
you what,
Tupperware.
I'm gonna put this down right here, and that's gonna remind us. That's where we're gonna
Hey,
go to
the
hunt.
ghost can't see through
Okay.
the door.
Perfect.
It
For
can
now.
or it cannot.
It cannot.
No, it
Cannot.
cannot see
It
through this door.
cannot see through that door.
It is blocking line of sight. You
Any
can
door in
stand
this
there.
game, the
Another
ghost
reason
cannot
why
see
I am
through
better
it.
than ghosts. Yeah. I can see through doors, ghosts. How about
Oh my
you?
God.
You can't. Idiots.
Why is it not hunting?
I don't know.
I got it.
No, no, no. Don't you dare. Doc?
No,
Don't-
you want to?
no.
I got it.
Doc?
Hey!
He does know that it's extra fast in its own room, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Through doors.
Ma'am, I get it. You do Pilates. I know. Look, listen, I yoga once in a while too, but that's just really showing off.
Okay. We did not smudge, correct?
I did not smudge.
Okay. Different model. No, just different pose.
But I did 3-star ghost photo just now.
It's because you're my hero, Ferris Bueller. Where's the UV? You're my hero. Gosh darn it. No, nobody's dead. No, nobody's dead. All's well.
All right, all the photos are done.
Look at you.
What are you holding something right now, Flash? Because I don't see anything in your. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we
I
find
thought
the
you were just
bone?
doing like the
That was in my
medallion
journal.
thing.
Hey, Cosmos, how are you? Oh, did we get the bone? Oh, great question.
I was just asking
Yeah.
that. Did we get the bone?
I
I
asked
didn't find-
earlier.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I found a hammer.
If I had a hammer.
If I had a million
Okay.
hammers.
Okay. This is, ma'am, really though. Really.
Come this way. Chicas. Yes.
She's over here. Okay. All right.
Nice try.
I smudged. I wasn't going to let it get ya.
Okay.
We're looking for the bone, right? Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, for bone's sake.
No. Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Come here.
Yeah.
Can you come here, please?
Fucking hell.
No.
I do believe that's the bone, sir.
I got it.
All right. Oh,
Oh, nice.
got it. Yeah, got to clean it off a little
Clean
bit.
off
First,
the
get all the
bone.
hepatitis off of it.
Ew.
One of us is going to have to pick it up.
All right, who's touching it?
And if
How?
He
Oh,
said
well,
hepatitis and you
that-
ate it without any hesitation. That's interesting.
Wow.
How'd you make the sound?
Ew,
Oh,
ew, ew,
hey!
She's like, get out.
Eats hepatitis bone, yell, and says ill when gets farted on. Always got to wash your boner? That's right.
You know why I can stand here? You know why I can stand here with complete... You know why I can stand here with complete You know why I can stand here with complete confidence?
Why is that?
Ghosts can't see through those doors.
That's not us.
That's not us, Doc.
Can't see me through the doors, nerd!
Turn off his light.
You
right?
won't turn
Who
your
knows turn
flashlight
off?
on?
Bet you won't. Well, only a true Phasmaster would turn his flashlight on right now.
You did. Touche, sir. Touche.
Oh, hey, how are ya?
Here comes the
all right,
Phasmaster,
okay.
indeed.
Here comes the Phasmaster. Murder
God.
up.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get the ghosty danger. Murder up.
Oh my
Murder
god,
up.
I freaking love it.
He killed me like that. Murder up.
Murder up.
Okay, thank you for the 11 months.
It was a go, Rio.
Na, 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 na,
Na na
na,
na
na,
na
na.
na 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 na.
If you get overstimulated, I am so sorry for this evening.
Welcome back.
I've got some jobs.
Cha-cha-chang chang.
1455.
You gotta warn a guy. You can't just do that.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Chang, chang, chang. Oh man. Well, that was fun. Okay. Who chose that map?
I did.
Oh, okay. Coach, do you want to pick a map?
Yeah, let's do Grafton.
Rough side.
Grafton!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Tariel, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate you, Kate. Thank you for the 11. Megan, thank you for the 2. If I miss anything, understand chaos. Glad not having a migraine. Dude, yeah, it has been headaches and migraines like all week. It's weather related, man. It has to be. It has to be. I even had one. I had a headache
Sorry,
today,
yeah,
but
I
it was not as
That
bad.
was me. I
It was not
hay
as bad.
fever. Leave me alone.
Listen, it's okay. I was just being. Listen, I don't want to say it out loud, but you saw what I wrote in the group chat.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. Hold on, let me check.
I'm not low.
Oh, gotcha. I was gonna go.
Is that the excuse for not readying up and making us all wait here?
I was ready!
Look at you already, 25. I know. We're moving up in the world. I know. I forgot we're on pro. I can see where the power is. Yeah, she's not low.
We've arrived. Check the equipment. and get
Okay,
yourself
hot
to
stepper is now going to be in my head for the rest of the night.
Yep. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
listen, I need at least 1 point. At one point this evening, I'm going to require you to be running away from the ghost going, nah, 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 nah.
Oh, you got it. Absolutely.
Oh my
100%.
God.
Oh, perfection. Okay. Escape, parabolic, and crucifix.
Got it.
Roger that.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what?
I'm slightly distracted. Oh, it's right here!
I saw that.
Right here. Yeah.
Where was that? Where did it go? Through the door? Oh, it did.
It threw something. Oh my God, it threw that can.
That little bastard. Hey, what up, Fear? It's throwing stuff over here.
I hear you,
Oh,
bro.
what the? Oh.
It's true to plate.
So is it over here or is it over there?
It's,
Opa!
I'm assuming over here, but I'm gonna go get the power.
It might be over there. I mean, it could be over here though, but it might be over there.
He's gonna go get the power. Been one of those weeks, yeah, absolutely. Temperature shift has been wild. Like today, didn't have to wear a coat or anything like that. Yeah, craziness. Dark Mage, thank you for the 8 months. Hello.
I know what Bo don't
Oh my
know.
God.
I love this. It's so good.
Pure chaos. All right, you know what? I'm bringing all the salt.
Oh no.
Roger.
Hey, what up, Duncan? Welcome in.
The box of the spirits has been confirmed.
Oh, winter touch.
Where?
We've got
Touch
phalanges. Look.
Look at all the evidence. It's
Look.
just
Look
pouring
at it.
from the
Oh, it's
sky.
gone.
Well, oh.
I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go. There. Made a little line for it so it can dance.
Well, Abbey Road.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
did it just shrow something else? Give.
So it's not gonna be ghost orbs unless it's mimicry.
Unless mimicry. You said we have spirit box?
Yes.
Many
that is
winter
true.
touches. My Lanta. Writing?
Writing. Oh my gosh.
Writing.
Spirit box,
Spirit
writing, and what
box.
else?
Ultraviolet. It's a polty.
Aw, no wonder it threw something this moment we walked in.
Yep. You know what that means.
We gotta do a polty bomb.
Game on.
Oh.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get stuff from upstairs.
Here's a bear. Here's a bear.
Can I really not pick up?
So now what we do is we take all this. Time for the polty pile. That's right. 100% confirmed polty, no questions asked. That down there. We have a bunch of blocks in here. Put a ball in there. All the stuff. It's here. Got a beer. Got another beer. Aerith, how are you? Welcome in. Everything in the house on that pile. We're working on it. We're getting there. I'm just smacking Coach in the face with blocks. Get some more beer. Doc, I'm bringing more beer.
Roger that.
Coach, catch. All right, I think that's it for this room. Oh. Genghis, a bear for you. Why is there so much beer in the nursery? I mean, you know, fair play, Dad. Just he had a long day. All right, maybe that'll be enough for funsies. Give. White Swan. Hypoallergenic. I brought the hair shampoo.
Okay, she showed up.
She did. What'd she say?
She just looked at us.
Oh. That was awkwardly aggressive.
I know.
Hey,
Mr.
hey,
Ender, hello.
wait. Do we need some balls?
What?
Can always
Oh
use
my
some
God.
balls.
Thought we needed some balls. I
Listen.
brought you balls. Listening.
Listen.
All right, I feel like there's a code word to make this go off.
Do it now.
Smorgasbord.
Elizabeth Jackson.
Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord.
The ghost
Elizabeth
is like,
Jackson.
I'm not even in this room anymore. Oh, okay. All right, it walked in that salt, so that means it probably turned back around and went into there. So we need her to come on back now. I'm gonna turn
Come
the
on
dots
back
off.
now.
Turn that off. Wait, do we have all the photos we need?
Maybe there's a little bit of a polty
Yep.
pile anxiety going on right now. That's quite a polty pile.
It is
Yeah,
quite a
that's
polty
true.
pile. Maybe she could use some tunes to feel better about herself.
She walked up and she was like, "Nope, that noise. I'm not touching that."
I
She's
got
like,
it.
she's like, she's like, it's too big.
Oh
my God. Okay, so she stepped in the last thing of salt, so there's a chance that she's gonna come back and do the ting.
Ma'am, Elizabeth Jackson, please do the
She's
ting.
gonna.
No,
this is gonna be so
Chesney,
much sanity
Chesney, just do a
drain.
countdown from 10, starting
I like it.
now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
I can't believe she can
5,
count like this.
4,
She's on a roll.
3, 2,
What's next?
1.
You didn't do it right. It must not have been done right. Try it again. Try it again. Countdown this time though from. No, you're not gonna count down from. All right.
Maybe try from
scared me.
6.
I'm not doing it anymore.
All right. Let me show you how it's done.
All right,
Show me how it's done, Doc.
I need to gather up my chi first.
10, 9,
Oh my God.
8, 7.
What comes after 7? There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It still counts while he's still holding the note out. It still counts. Oh my God. Copper, thank you for the subs, homie. So you're saying there's a chance.
You should bring some smudges back for us.
Fun fact, it just threw something in the
Our
other room.
team sanity is at 69%.
Yeah, we can quit the game.
I mean, it is 2 degrees in here, so.
I keep seeing my breath.
Yeah. It hasn't moved yet.
Hey, Toasty.
Hey, I got smudge sticks. I got them.
You gotta bring him through the door, Doc.
Here we go.
No, that's a window, Doc.
Oh. Okay.
Honest mistake.
Okay.
Honest mistake.
It's fine. It happens.
Who wants this thing? Because you probably don't want me wielding this thing.
I don't have a lighter.
I don't
so
either. You're
kinda
doing
might need
great.
to save my life.
You're doing great.
Oh, I don't have a lighter either.
You've got to.
I believe in you.
Where'd my
You
lighter
think I
go?
could just? Can I just back away and say, "I'll use this.
Yeah.
I'll use this"?
I think with the way that she's acting with this pile, I think she'll feel very intimidated and just leave.
Yeah.
Well, let's leave the door open for her.
I'm a little fearful that she's not hanging out here very much.
Yeah.
Well. Oh.
Well, unless I learned a new skill, that was not me.
Oh my God.
You guys want to hear me play Heart and Soul with my butt cheeks again?
That's
Okay. So you're saying there's a chance?
All right.
Yeah,
I think I have
broke
an
some wind on the piano. Apologies.
All right.
So,
Attention, attention. Elizabeth Jackson, please report to the dining room. Elizabeth Jackson.
Like we're at an
clean up in aisle
airport.
4. Clean up in aisle 4.
Mhm.
We need to clean up in aisle 4. Go ahead, Chingus. Do it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Let's.
Thank you, shoppers, and pardon the interruption. Would Elizabeth Jackson please report to the dining room for a spill on aisle beer?
Man, she's not having it.
Was that better?
I'm gonna.
Wait,
No,
where
that
was the door
great. I'm
touch?
gonna go ahead and say that this ghost sucks.
I don't know.
I'm gonna agree with you. Hold on. I think, okay, this is gonna be annoying. I think we should take all this and go to the kitchen. All of it.
What?
All of it. Why did you
Word,
sound?
man.
Why did you sound like the meme?
You know how hard it was to stack all that beer?
We got it. We're
It's
fine.
wrapped.
We're fine. I swear to God, he's just sound like the Sully meme. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a glorious morning. Makes me sick.
Oh, hey. Whoa.
Oh, ghost fart. That makes sense. All right, so there's a bunch of
Angry. Oh, jeez, I'm ruining everything. Sorry.
good. She went to leave and the door was shut.
Hey.
Stop blowing raspberries.
You come here often.
Jesus.
You know.
Ham.
Oh. God. She's not it.
No time for love, Dr. Jones. Ghost, get over here and mess up this pile, please.
Where
Do
did
it.
my
That was very
full
polite.
lighter
That was a very
go?
polite way of asking.
My lighter went somewhere.
Knock
Where did
the
it go?
pile over, you piece of Just realized I have no defenses.
Doc.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
I have a smudge, but I don't have a lighter anymore. So
Are
whoever
you-
wants that smudge.
Wait, why do all of you get smudges? Where's my smudge? Do I get a smudge?
Yeah, if you want this smudge, you can have this smudge. Here you go.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
yes,
Do you have a
that's
lighter?
somebody
Shh,
can get
shh.
I
stuck
don't.
around
Guys,
sticking
guys,
to
he's
that.
on the
What
phone.
can I help
Please,
you?
please.
Oh my God.
They're gonna miss it.
It's. I hope. I was gonna say. I hope it does it with her back turned.
What? I would be angry. I would cry.
Give the pile a sniff. Maybe that'll do it. What if it did right in your face?
It smells musty.
Ew, 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 ew.
It's gonna hunt, isn't it?
It smelled musty
I'm like
too.
in here.
That also smelled musty. Oh man, what an awful ghost. I was so hopeful. It's been very boring.
It's very. Fish, you're boring.
Can I
Elizabeth
just say
Jackson.
that it's still like only 1 to 2 degrees over here?
Well, I'm not moving the pile back.
That sounded like an angry kid. Like, well, I'm not moving the pile back.
I'm not doing it.
Not doing it.
The jerk
I now
ghost.
have a
Maybe
lighter
you know what it is? I
for
know what
this
it is.
smudge.
I know what it is. It wanted this one very specific beer. I get it.
Dude, Dubmeister. Can't go wrong with a Dubmeister.
Yeah.
It needs this plate too.
Oh no, we could absolutely make multiple piles, but
I
the
know
idea
what it
was to
is.
just get one very
It's-
large pile.
Yeah.
It's not something you get to see very often. We were very
I thought there
hopeful.
was a knife around here. Maybe not.
What about this plate right here in my hand? I think this one. No. Fuck that plate.
Maybe it wants Coach's lighter.
No!
Perfect.
Not giving it.
Oh, no, I meant the one that I had.
Oh, okay.
Now
Wow,
it's
so,
all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Does it sound like a friendly ghost or something? Or do you guys just want to do some like math problems or something while we're waiting?
Ew.
I mean,
Not
maybe
bad.
depends
I'll
what
take
kind of
that as a
math we
no.
talking.
Oh,
Like
you
how
know,
many
division,
beers?
subtraction, addition.
Can we do girl math?
Addition.
What? What's
We'll do
girl math?
What's girl math?
I didn't expect you guys to ask me.
Well, we didn't expect you to say it.
Listen, I can't explain it at the moment.
Go on.
I can't explain it at the moment.
How often?
A moment has passed. Can you explain it now?
No.
Okay.
How about
Elizabeth. Ma'am?
Is that a fart?
Yep. Elizabeth, come touch this pile.
Damn, you heard her.
It's 17.5 degrees.
Elizabeth, I'm gonna clam
No,
slam.
I'm just gonna teabag the shit. Okay, yeah, you do that.
I'm gonna go over here. She's
I'll
gonna do it.
clam slam it.
Well, why don't we? Oh, okay. Hey, easy, lady.
She doesn't like my clam slam.
Oh, she hit
He
you with
tried
the
to counter clam.
She hit you with the counter clam. Oh, good luck, friends.
Oh shit!
Doc, run! Oh man, she's got wheels.
Oh, no. What have we done? We can't smudge from the outside anymore, can we?
You can no, you have to hit her. Like the smudge has to hit her directly.
Oh god dang it.
Oh shite.
Hello?
Is the pile still there? Yes. She hasn't touched it. She spawned over here somewhere. Dude. Are you okay?
No, dude, she came into the hiding space.
Yeah, I saw her walking back there. She had a path
Like, she-
directly back.
I was just walked back there. I was like sitting there with the burning smudge, watching
Come
her
on.
walk by and then go back.
Do
again.
it.
That's
Do it.
hilarious.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Please do it.
Do the roar.
Do it.
Do it. Ghost is gonna do
You
it.
won't. No, reverse psychology. You won't do it.
Yeah, man, what an
You won't
awesome.
ever
I
do
hope
it.
no one messes with our
One.
pile.
And
I'm so sorry. I'm
My
so sorry.
God.
oh god, just
That was
just
so
go. Yeah.
2024,
Stay in
dude.
there. Yeah. She was so canceled.
Roger that.
I'm
So
gonna
you guys
burn
want
it,
to start
Ghost.
a meme coin?
Oh, a what?
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, let's do it.
A what? What's a what? A what? What?
A meme coin. It's like one of the. It's like, you know how you go to to different places and you put the penny in the thing and you roll it. You do the thing and it leaves an imprint.
Oh,
It's
and it
kind
makes
of
it all
like
like-
that.
Oval?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like that.
Yeah, it has like a cool stamp in it. Just like a middle finger. I mean,
Yeah.
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 Perfect.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Where are you? What monument are you visiting where you get a middle finger out of the coin thing?
Don't answer that question.
Okay, we're fine. Ah, idiot. Okay.
Awfully brave of you, Doc, especially when she's about to hunt you in 3, 2,
Oh no.
No, she's not.
1.
No, she's not.
Here she comes, Doc. Oh, the light flickered. I thought that was it.
What do you mean close it? No close. There's no closing it.
It wants to do it. It's right there, man.
Come on.
Why is it so spicy?
If you don't do this, I'm going to smudge.
Oh,
the crap
Jesus.
out of
Get
this
your
room.
cheeks out of my face. Good Lord. Cheeked up
Show
on
thyself. Put thyself in flesh.
Oh, you smell so
Whoa.
good. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Thought someone was having a party in the other room or something.
Doc, I don't feel so
Is having a
good.
party? Is having a party over there? You having a party? A little party?
No, Ghost was
It's
having a party. Look how many times she had a
okay,
party.
Just stay down there for a minute.
Wait a minute. Maybe I just need to add myself to the
Oh,
pile.
we needed
There
a
we go.
Doc in our pile. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I knew we were missing
How do you
something.
feel about me being on your pile, huh? Right. On your pile. Oh, God. It doesn't like
That's unfortunate. Oh, man. Didn't he have a smudge?
We. Roger that. Did not like Doc on the pile. Did not like Doc on the pile.
Okay.
Oh no.
Maybe she wants me on the pile.
You got this, Flash.
All right. I'll stand by the pile. All right, ma'am, I'm ready. Chingus, I see the letter F. Is that a sign?
The letter F.
The block. She's a weenie. Look, she barely messed with any of it.
What
This Polty's an absolute nerd.
Yeah,
She's
let's get the fuck
broken.
outta here.
Nope. All right. All right, Doc, we're bringing you back. You sure it's a Polty? We literally have all the evidence. No idea. Didn't even look.
Could have been
Circle.
cards.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It was a
Oh,
summon
the circle. Yeah, we have writing ultraviolet spirit box, guaranteed Polty instantly, and it just has never done it. Absolute butthole. Absolute butthole.
A hole.
All right, go on,
Oh,
Polty.
butthole.
Hey, Pumpkin, how are you? Oy vey. It's got stage fright, I guess, man. I guess. Nobody, how are you? Welcome in.
I prepared some jobs for you.
I didn't choose
Colby,
the
thank you for the
ghost.
follow,
I
friend.
didn't circle it.
Hey, don't forget to circle the ghost.
Did you get more than $172? Because if you did, don't complain.
I did not. I got 170.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Doc died and still got more money. How does this work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey-o.
God damn it.
All right. Hold on. I have ads coming. I figure I'm going to go ahead and hit them while we're chilling in the lobby, if that is cool.
Hit him.
I'll
Hit 'em.
do
Hit
a
those
giveaway
ads.
while you're doing your ads.
All right, roger that. Never
I
forget.
heard those aren't curable.
No, they're
Oh,
not.
God.
No, they're not. Either's the bone that you ate earlier.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, no, he ate a bone after you said. Never mind. All right.
I warned you.
All right, friends. I do 3 minutes of ads every hour to remove pre-rolls. So I'm going to go ahead and do
Skee-ball,
it
go.
now.
Oh, win.
I'm going to go ahead and do it now. while we're sitting at the lobby so you guys don't miss anything. So 3 minutes, BRB, BRB. What flavor Celsius is that? Oh no, this one is, I have a bunch of these. I have a bunch of the kiwi guavas. I have a bunch of the kiwi guavas.
God, don't you.
Here, let them talk about whatever they want to talk about so they don't have to worry about me. There we go. All is well. Give me them ads. Peggy, thank you for the subs, friend. Hi. Watch me Blood Moon next. Oh man. I was there when Doc got to experience his first Blood Moon ever. It was a pretty eventful time. Less ads for the peeps. Thank you, Peggy. Oh man, Travis. Thanks, dude. Oh, much chaos. Much chaos. But I have an idea that we're going to be trying later in a bit that's going to involve all the cursed possessions. So we'll see how that goes. It's just an idea. We'll see how it goes. Boots, thank you for the biddies. Caught a stream. Got into Phasmophobia. Pokey. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. Hi, Cozy. Had a Blood Moon Raiju on Insanity. Oh, fun. That sounds like a blast. Another Blood Moon prison? I'll pass. No thanks. No thanks. Carla, hello. How long am I streaming tonight? Oh God, I don't know. I mean, as long as the head feels good, which it is right now, and all goes well, probably till at least 11:30, maybe midnight, maybe longer. We'll see. It just depends. Have I completed the Frostbitten challenge? I have, and I uploaded the video already to the tubes. Yeah, it's already there. Lavender, thank you for the 2 months. Joined in to see a polty and not the rest of the round, dude. We tried to get one. We tried. We had a lame polty that wouldn't do anything. Oh, thank you, Valkyrie. Yeah, feeling a lot better. It'll take you down, man. It will take you down. Time zone. I'm on the East Coast of the United States. Yeah. Can I show off the music box? I don't know if you have that already. Oh, the one that they partnered with. It's hard to hear. Like, I can show it to you. It's hard to hear just because it's hard to hear because of the noise gate that I have on my microphone. It's hard to hear it, but I can show it to you though. It even has the song inside of it. Got yours yesterday. Nice. Yeah, it's really cool though. It's really cool. What the hell is he doing behind me? What? But yeah, it's really rad. It's really rad. Did you get yours engraved? No. Nah. Just one of the music box itself. Where do you buy one? I don't know if you still can. Are they still available for purchase? Does anybody know? Hey, Racky, how are you? Ching is on crazy mode. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with these things. He's a chaotic being and we love it. All right, ads are done. Thank you, Nocturnal. They were a pre-order thing. It's still up for sale. Oh, there you go. There you go. Chromatica, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Appreciate you. If you guys are here and you're not in my Discord, the Discord link is here. And then the rest of my socials are there as well. And F them shoes. That is correct.
Stuck in tight places.
I do.
Right, let's mute the music so we can hear them.
Okay. Does your step bro take advantage of said situation?
No.
Okay. Have you considered all natural new mighty Chingu lubes for all of your stepsister stuck situations?
Oh my god!
Sorry, I'm with the customer. Could you excuse me?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
please go ahead. I apologize.
That was funny.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, is the transaction over? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an easy sell. The
Sounded
baked
more
ones
like
are always
transmission
easier.
than transaction.
I needed
Heyo.
lube.
Oh, did you buy the 50-gallon drum?
Yeah, because I always get stuck in places.
That makes sense.
My step bro doesn't help me get out of it.
Like in traffic or?
Stuck in traffic. I need the big lube, please. Good God.
I am afraid to put the 55-gallon drum back on my
Like in the
phone
back of a
list. I
boat.
Is
really
it actually
am.
happening? I know.
Yeah, I really am.
Hey, Rune, how are you? Atrocious, thank you for the 2 months. All right, would next up be Mr. Doc?
Yeah.
Where was Doc?
Dockerton? Documentary?
Yeah, that's
Well, we already did Tanglewood.
What?
No, we didn't.
We didn't do Tanglewood. We did Willow.
we
We've
did
done
Willow, and we
and
did
Grafton.
Grafton.
That must have been a dream I had. All right, let's do Tanglewood.
Makes sense.
Roger that.
Should we
He's
do?
dreaming about us. Aw. Hi, Spooky.
Has
Welcome
Doc
in.
ever done a meme run?
Yeah, I've done them with you before, my
Yeah.
friend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wonder what he's eating. I'm gonna ask him. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I'm eating popcorn. I'm
Oh, it's poppy corn.
You're
Oh,
fine.
nice. Come on,
You're
I'm a-
fine.
No, I was curious what you're eating.
No, Flash, and I know you're not what some might call a fan of the mouth sounds.
Well, listen, you're not making mouth sounds. I can just hear that you are eating food. You're not smacking lips or doing any of that jazz. You're fine.
Right.
Mother.
Right.
This mother.
I don't
May
like
you
the
burn in
fog.
hell. Yeah, you do. It's your favorite. Don't lie to me. We don't have tier 3 stuff anymore. What happened?
We sent
Yeah,
Chesney to get it,
yeah,
but
they
she only
do.
had 170 bucks.
We.
Whoa, whoa!
This is
What is that?
not tier
How does
3.
that happen?
Not tier 3. Yeah, look.
Yeah, this is not my loadout. This must be
it's
a
weird. It's probably
Dockerton
bugged.
loadout.
Yeah, it's probably bugged.
Yeah, this is a Sir Dockerton loadout.
Gonna risk it for the headphones? I say go for it. Ghost. Here. Walk around like I'm going through a haunted mansion.
Yeah, it's a haunted shack.
A harnage? Harned? Harned?
Ha-
Haunted?
What? Did I say what?
Nope, that was me that said it.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
Trying to figure out why I said it like that.
Anything?
Ghosty. Lena, welcome in. Got anything in there? Oh,
No.
I heard that. That was Nanor.
Sure, hit him.
Was that Nanor?
I heard a floor. There's a throw.
What Nor?
I thought I
Something
heard
made a
Nanor.
sound.
It was a throw.
Wait,
It was
Is
a
it-
throw. It's
Oh.
around here somewhere.
hello?
It's a throw.
Hello?
Hello, ghost.
Beep,
I touched the
boop,
remote.
beep, boop. Ghost. Here, give Chingus a blowy.
It's 12 degrees in this room.
Is it colder in there? Okay,
Yeah, it's colder in there.
roger that.
Boop, boop,
Yep. Beep, beep. Aren't the sanity and activity screens supposed to be broken in Pro? Did you get a vented on? Wait.
No. No, I closed the door to hide your flashlight. So I checked
Oh,
orbs.
that was you. I heard two things
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
same time. I was so confused. Okay. No, it was not a URA. It was a Chingus. I also thought I heard things over there.
Hey, the power went
Yeah,
off.
I closed this door and then the ghost touched this door.
We have power again. For the
Roger
moment.
that. Basement door?
I heard that too. Where the fuck was
it's here. It touched the basement door.
Where are you? Where are you?
What?
Try over here, Doc.
Are you far?
I'm right here.
Where are you? Are you close? How's Timothy? Where's your spleen?
What?
Do you own a slip and slide?
What the?
Do you have 3 elbows? What happened at Nancy's bat mitzvah? Where's Timothy's? Oh, God! Somebody died. Somebody's dead. Who died? Oh, look, it's Chesney.
Listen.
Oh no.
Listen, dude, listen.
What does she look like on your thing?
For me, she's just lying flat on the floor.
Oh. Definitely not what she looks like to me.
I might die. I might die. Courtney!
So where
All
is
right.
this ghost then? Oh.
Pavlov. Oh no. Oh no, everybody's dying.
Hey, I'm
What-
still here.
I know.
I'm still alive. Why am I not a part of everybody?
Most people are
Opposite
dying.
day,
Sorry.
Doc's still alive.
Listen.
Freaking bizarre.
Oh my God.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Here come the hot step up. I'm the lyrical gangsta. Excuse me, Mr. Officer.
To be fair, you were not doing it while running away from the ghost. You were doing it while hiding.
Oh, come on now. That was something. It was
No,
a thing.
it was lyrical gangsta. Oh my God! So, what ghost is it? Any idea?
Well,
Hunted
It hunted
really
a
early.
lot.
It felt like, but it was hard to tell because our sanity is, well, it's gone.
early and often, I would hazard to say.
Okay. Do we know what the cursed possession is by chance?
You know, I was gonna look for it, and then
And then it tried to
people started
murder us.
dying. Yeah. All right, I'll go find it.
Roger that. I'm going in.
Godspeed.
Thank you.
I'll tell you your story.
Which one? Hey, Twisty, welcome in. Savardillo. What? Is this a freaking deep? Ultraviolet writing freezing. Is Doc murder you guys? No, he has done nothing. He's been a saint.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey! Oh, there's those dead people again. Oh,
Yeah, a whole
you
bunch of- Whoa,
son of a biscuit.
easy, buddy.
Is it a good thing I put that down, huh? Right, Chinggis? Am I right?
Kill us. Yeah.
All right.
So, what are your theories? You got a theory? You got a new little?
I think it might be a Damon, but I don't think we have anything here to check for a Damon. Do we?
Do a demon test.
Thanks. Oh Okay. We can do a demon test. Roger that. What the French, dude? It keeps frickin'.
I got it.
Frickin'. Hi, Queen.
Power's on. Now,
That was
don't
less
mess
than
with
20?
the power again. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
No, I was trying to speak sternly to the ghost.
It just faded off into the distance. I just started to run away. It slowly faded. No. Oh, my Lanta! Shit, she ran away. She disappeared when I tried to take a photo. I failed.
That's a demon if I've ever seen one.
Listen, I'd almost be willing to go demon just to bring them back. Oh, I still never saw what the cursed possession was.
No time like the present, Flash, and if there's anyone who's right for the job, it is you.
Okay. Listen.
Okay.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Crapping on a cracker.
Flash, you hiding in the garage? You hiding in the garage, Flash? You right over here?
Yep.
Oh, hey! You're doing great, by the way.
I need you to lean in a little more. I can't hear you.
I just wanted to say, I think you're doing great. You're doing great.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, we're pulling them. What if it starts hunting right now as he comes in?
Hey, what'd you get? Get any good
Nothing
stuff?
good. Oh, a sun card. Hey, you want to give a pull?
Yeah, I hope I get a Pikachu. The Hermit.
Oh, yuck.
Here.
Yeah. Oh, look, a hermit.
What? Huh. Can we get the triumvirate of hermits here? The devil. What does that mean? Oh, thank you.
I can't hear shit. Emily, thank you for the 20 months. Okay. All right. Turn the light on.
Good job.
Thank you. Look at me go. Where you watch this?
Watching.
Nailed it. She wasn't even ready. Nah. Oh.
What? Oh, the door opens the other way.
Doc, no! Live! Leave my friend alone, you bendy bastard! Doc!
I'm alive!
I tried to save you. I tried to save you. All right. I'm coming.
You did it!
Yay! What the hell? There you go.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
It's always a good idea to know which way the doors open.
Oh yeah, roger that.
Open, if you pull on a push door, it
Well,
makes
to be
things a
fair to
little bit
you,
complicated.
the door that is going from laundry to that hallway really feels like it should be a push door, and it's definitely not. It's definitely a pull.
Oh, I found that out. You betcha.
Yeah.
You betcha.
All right. Well,
All right, we're guessing-
I'm cool with Demon.
I'll go with Demon as well, and then we will share the shame.
Yay!
Yay, shame.
Yay, shame. Hi, the Walrus. Thank you for the 10 months. Hop out, try to get some sleep. Have a good one, Spirit. Thank you, thank you.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Look at that.
You guys got Demon Dawn. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I looped her around that table twice, man.
I heard
and
the
that
speed
line of
picking up.
sight speed was just.
I heard it.
I couldn't cut those corners with that speed.
She was on the move.
Sir Dockerton, would you kindly
Yes.
remove your gear, please, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Juju. Yeah.
Sure. How do I remove my gear? I forget.
How do I do that?
You disable the loadout.
Disable your loadout.
Quick disable loadout.
Did any one
disable.
of them need the Doomslayer achievement? It has to be within the first 60 seconds. Of the game.
Aha!
It has to be within the first 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
All right, my turn, eh?
Please don't choose the one I don't want.
Do it.
Which
Do
one
it.
do you not want?
Sunny Meadows.
I thought you were gonna say Point Hope for sure.
That sounds like a vote for high school to me.
Look at chat. That's disgusting. You're lucky I'm not a mod in Flash's chat. I'd fucking ban you all, especially Splat.
Wait.
Wishing you're better off going to the
What did I
Phasmo
miss?
Discord.
And Maddie hat that person.
Yeah,
needs-
you're better off going to the
that
Phasmo
one
Discord and
needs
letting them
banned.
know about it. I won't be
Skagger
able
needs
to help
banned,
at all.
yeah. Cynical banned.
Oh my god.
Up Railroad banned.
Look, I
Valkyrie
think, I
219
think we'll
banned.
be fine. We'll be fine.
Fucking
We're heroes.
I could so just kick you from the group right now.
Oh wait,
I
that's
could
right. You
so
hate
do
prison.
it.
Oh, I don't want to do that to you. You hate it.
I fucking
You hate prison.
fucking hate it.
What if
Fucking
do we do
hate
it just do we do it just one time and just get it out of the way now?
Documentari's banned.
Chingus is calling him out. Sorry, guys. I forgot about your hatred for prison.
Loathe.
Memories. Brings all that old stuff back up again.
Galaxy Quest? Indeed it is. All right, let's just get it out of the way, yeah?
Brownstone High School.
I forgot.
Gotta head on over to Brownstone High
I'm
School.
trying to click start, but it's just not working. I think it might be bugged.
Oh no.
I think we have to pick a different map.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
no.
sorry.
Do we need to do random instead?
I think we need to do something different. Yeah.
I clicked random, by the way.
I clicked start right when you turned.
Yep.
Take a look at the equipment. And
Back in high school.
Back in Brownstone High School.
I've got a report.
Throw that speedball by her.
Speedball.
Make you look like a fool. But it's Bruce Springsteen. Come on.
Sorry, I wasn't ready.
Hate high school.
No, you love it. Look, you just pick. Okay,
Can't see shit.
which way are you guys going?
We're going north.
Thanks, Doc.
Uh-oh.
You must answer me these questions. Ow!
I got this, right? Come on, we'll go play cards.
Wait.
Wanna play
What are
Uno?
the
Let's
what are the
go play Uno.
questions? He said there's questions. He's coming back. Pretend like we didn't see him. Come here. Or pretend like we're walking up here for the first time. Ready? Ready? Oh, all right, here we go. All right, let's go to the high school.
You must answer me these questions 3. The other side, you see.
What is it?
When you say ask me the
Oh,
questions,
sorry.
I'm not
Ask me thy questions, oh weary cave dweller.
What is your name?
Flash.
What is your quest?
Walk around
Seek
high
the
school
Holy
for
Grail.
50. Oh, see, we seek
No,
the
just
Holy
seek
Grail.
the Holy Grail. Yeah.
What is your favorite color?
Red.
Red.
All right, off you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was easy.
You must answer me
Oh.
these questions 3. What is your name? What is your quest?
I seek the Holy Grail.
What do I have in my pocket?
Lint.
Nice job.
Well done. Well played. That was good.
Very, very, very well done.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I had to steer Flash into the Monty
did great.
Python reference
Yeah,
there.
sorry, There's a chalkboard. There's a window. There's another window. Yep, that
That's
wasn't
great.
very helpful.
That's a downstairs window. That's a downstairs window.
Okay.
You can tell because I could see the trees out of the window and I saw the lower part of the trees.
Okay.
And I'm not joking, for reals.
Oh, I
By
didn't
the
look
way,
to
I
see
did
where the
actually
power
check my
was.
pocket for lint.
Check. Oh, never mind.
We have power.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, you're doing great.
It's definitely not in this room. Oh, hi, Canadian. How are you? Watch that. I haven't watched it in a very long time. It's been a very long time. Here, want some lights? What if it starts hunting and then all of a sudden it just comes barreling down that hallway? Can you imagine? His name. All their names are in my title. Yeah, all their names are in my title. Mighty Chinggis, Coach Chesney, and Doc. Hey, what up, Jim? Oh, so itchy. Did you find a thing?
7.6.
Seven.
6.6.
So,
6.
bro,
Okay.
okay.
6.6 degrees. No, Chinggis is proving a point
This-
in a way that's making me feel stupid, and it's working, and I feel stupid.
Oh, wait, what is he doing exactly?
Because all right, listen, I have hours in this game, but not hours of intelligent gameplay. And I'm like, all right, oh, look, it's 6.6 degrees in here right now. And Chinggis is like, okay, check the temperature out here. And I was like, oh, it's like 6.6 degrees out here. And then Chinggis says to me, go back in the room. What's the temperature in there? I'm like, oh, it's 6.6 degrees. And then I kind of caught on to what was going on.
Roger that. Oh my god. I feel like I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything. I wonder if it's down the other hallway.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or it showed us the wrong room. I could check again.
It might pop the thingy. Careful. All right, there's no chalkboard on the wall, and the chalkboard was on the wall.
And there's like 4 or 5 bookcases on it too.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so loud.
Okay. No blinds on the windows. I'm gonna go pill. Here, have a lantern.
Thank you.
Wouldn't be here, would it? There's bookcases.
I don't think so.
Okay. My bad.
No, you're good. I just don't know if I remember a chalkboard being on the ground or not. Hey, what up, James?
Group average sanity is 26%. We do have an.
Go ball.
Okay, I was. Okay, so there was a ghost event. Okay, all right.
Ghost room is the room next to the, here, Flash.
Oh, I'm getting some lights on. She's about to get hunted. Is our average sanity still like 20?
I just pilled. Let me check. It is now 36%.
Airbox. Airbox.
Run, Doc, run.
This might be it for me. This might
Run,
be it for
run,
me.
run. Turn your
This could be
electronics
the
off.
end.
Turn your electronics off. I think there was an uh-oh. What's the child doing in school? Well, I mean, it is a school. Did I hear him? Was it upstairs? Did I hear them go up here? Barry, thank you for the 4 months. Yes, I did.
Hey, Doc, look out!
These are facts. It's about to start hunting again, isn't it? Someone banned Jenkins.
I did get a camera and dots in the room. I'm going with crucifixes now.
All right, I'm going to stand here in fear.
That sounds good.
I think it sounds fair. Our dock is broken. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait for it to hunt before I go in there.
Mare.
Hunting.
07s. 07s.
Hey, I just realized I'm timed out in your chat.
He can't be silenced. If you open the journal in the game, no, the ghost can't hear the journal. No. No. Run, SpongeBob, run! You're doing great. Oh my, what'd she say to you?
Injured. I'm out.
Dots? Did we have anything else? Other than the
Did
bone?
you say dots?
Yeah.
Just spirit box. We have spirit box.
Okay. We have spirit box and dots. Hold on.
I got double crucifixes in here.
Okay, roger that.
I don't see a camera,
I
even though
trust
we
you.
literally have the bone like
I trust
right
you.
here.
I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
I trust
I have it
you.
smudged right here too.
Okay.
And hiding's in the room right next door to us, so we're fine. It's fine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is the light on in that room? No. I'm turning the light on.
No. Okay.
There we go. Hey, what up, G-Mode? How are you? All right. Where are you?
What the hell?
Far from there.
Are you near?
Oh, that's spicy.
Is that a yes? Are you here?
If
Are you Doc?
Elderly.
Oh, well, yeah, you
Did
know.
you say Aldi?
Yeah, I said elderly.
Oh, I heard Aldi. He said, "Are you Doc?" Now Aldi.
Listen, what he lacks in youth, he makes up for in spirit. You jerk ghost.
Killing.
Oh, well, that's just rude.
It
We know
did
what you
do
did to
that
him.
The poor Doc.
Don't say it again. Okay, so. Okay.
Oh
All
dear.
right, okay.
I'm gonna go get a camera before we lose protection, so at least get some money out of this.
Okay. Are you angry? No, are you angry? I didn't ask your age.
Ted after.
No writing.
Elderly red.
I think we have a wraith and a poo pants and a pair of poo pants. Where are you? I'm gonna go this way. I might not live. Oh. Pick up the bone. We're going back in. He wanted to get photos.
It's not freezing.
I'm gonna go get a camera. Mother.
This looks like an EMF 5 right here.
I walked out here and
Unofficially.
you're doing
Well,
it.
maybe not. Maybe not.
I think it is going to be because if you look at what we have, we're not going to get, well, okay. We have dots and spirit box, right? So we are not going to get ultraviolet. We are not going to get writing. And freezing doesn't matter. So it's EMF orbs and we don't have orbs. EMF 5, it's a wraith.
Yep.
Yeah. Firelight. We still need a photo of it.
What the heck?
I know. Wah, do heck. Difficulty. Playing on pro for fun. Just for fun.
This is fun.
It's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna bring
My photo camera.
okay, I have 2 things of salt and a smudge.
Okay, I've got 2 smudges and a camera. Do you need a smudge?
A smudge and a camera.
I've got a smudge. We're good. Okay, and then we have a firelight in the lobby.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll go that way then, I guess.
Yeah, it's up to you. So we go for it.
You guys go that way, I'll go this way.
Okay. Oh shit.
What?
Brain farting. I was looking at the other ghost names as I was picking up the salt, and then you have the realization, oh yeah, if it's a wraith and we do have EMF 5, well, that's pretty useless. Can I place it out here?
No.
Yeah, I can.
Oh my god, okay. Jesus.
Lies. I don't need my salt in the house. I'd put it wherever the hell I feel like it.
Don't be salty, okay?
All right, we're coming in. You know what? Never mind. It's hunting. Great. Damn it. The second we go in. All right. Well, hopefully it didn't spawn on top of him. Ghost, come walk in the salt. No entry. Nope. Right in our face. Literally right in our face. Phasmo, that is what it is. Anyway, while we're chilling here, how's everybody doing? We're good. What map is this? Brownstone High School. Oh. We need the firelight over there. The ghost.
Son of a bitch disappeared right as I got to the camera. I had to use both smudges.
Got a firelight. Wait, where's the camera? Is the camera still in here?
Yeah?
That little shit. Okay, that doesn't make you any less of a little shit. Where? The photo camera? You mean the ones that are in your hands?
Right there.
You son of a bitch. It's too late now. Now it's gonna hunt us. Ready? Murder, death, kill.
It's fine.
You know, you say it's fine.
Chelsea, turn the lights on, would you?
What if it teleports to her?
It already teleported to me while I was hiding back here right after the hunt.
You know how funny that'd be?
It'd be fucking amazing, dude.
God. Wants to tickle you? No. Not allowed. Hey, Tyre, how are you?
Where are you? How old are you? Dude.
Hey, Malcolm, how are you? Don't want it. Nope. Nope. Not interested. No, thank you. We'll pass. Okay.
That was a go. I go.
That was many a go.
I go.
Ghost. Where the hell are you? Are you here?
In a way.
Okay. I'm trying to hit it with a smudge. Give us some time.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, you little shit.
Did you miss it? Oh, 2-star. Oh, there it is again. Oh.
I'll be ready.
Yeah, see, that's talking shit on you now.
Fuck you.
Watch the VOD later. I appreciate you, man. Try it here. I'll screw it up. Ready? Okay, that's rude.
Uh-huh.
Ghost.
Where is it? Where is it?
I wasn't about to do
Why
it.
is it disappearing so far?
Hey, you little asshole.
You're blocking the dogs.
Where are you?
Sorry.
Are you near? Where are you?
How old are you?
Elderly individual.
Got it.
Elderly.
Doc and Chesney, please delete photos.
I did.
Sir Dockerton.
It's gonna hunt soon.
It is.
I don't have a smudge.
Either do I. We might have to dipsy doodle. Run, Chinggis, run.
Oh, the crucifix for the win.
Oh, Cruci Burn, let's go. Bought you an extra 25. Let's go. Hey, Vertex, thank you for the 16 months. Oh my goodness. All right, let's bring our doc back.
What is it?
Pretty sure it's a Wraith.
4 photos away from the Texas high school.
I know. It's
Oh,
okay.
man.
I'd rather have the friends back.
Yeah, I miss Doc too.
We miss him. Gabino, I'm good, man. How are you?
Welcome back.
Oh, you guys miss me? You really miss me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys.
Oh,
We're having a moment. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ron, stop.
Oh.
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 Oh man.
Wow.
Stay in school, kids. Stay in school.
Yes, stay in school, 100%.
Okay, let's do one more, and then we're gonna do curse possession things.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a big, long map.
This
Not a
is gonna
big
be
long
fast.
map. Yeah, it's fine.
Maple Lodge.
Maple lunch.
Maple Lodge.
I'm down for some maple lunch. Prison, no, Peggy.
I hate it here.
All right, we're here.
Peggy!
Look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting
Peggy
the
Rogers.
investigation.
I'll be darned.
love Peggy.
Peggy Rogers. Who doesn't?
Object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe use this to help your investigation.
There might be a test. Oh, it's all red and bloody.
Oh snap. I'm gonna have a smudge on me. Yep, gonna have a smudge.
I'm gonna stay in the truck.
I'm truck like this. Get your fucking ass out there.
Did you say you're gonna stay in the truck as I watched you walk into the map?
It deceives the ghost.
Oh man, back where it all began.
I hate it here.
Wait, can we hide here? The
Ew.
pooper's open. I don't hear anything so far. Yeah, set the mood. I like it. Setting the tones.
That's right.
I like it.
Stories by the fire.
Tell some ghost stories under the blood.
We have the cards.
Yeah, under the blood rain.
Oh my god. And we have tarot cards. Could this be any more?
Power is on.
Thank you.
Apropos.
Apropos? No, I ran out.
Apropos.
Somebody just did throne things, and I can't see who, what, where, why, when. Ooh, I heard a door. Does anyone have EMF?
Yeah.
I think it's here.
No.
No?
Oh.
Maybe it touched the bathroom door then. I heard a door. Hi, Toe. It must have been bathroom door then. Although...
It's 6.3 degrees at the threshold.
Oh, maybe it was...
5.8 degrees at the
Oh, maybe it was one of...
threshold.
Maybe it was this door. Is it legit here? The pins are thrown around. Look.
And then... 7.4 degrees later.
The door to the right. Yep. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it's right here in the entrance.
Roger that.
Fine, that's great.
I'm bringing Crucies in. Can't wait to see you all smudge yourselves. How dare you? All right,
We've got box.
Spirit box confirmed.
I'm bringing crucifixes.
The foxies.
What did it say?
Said it
It said, where are you? Are you near? Where are you? Oh, it must be an alone ghost. Where are you? Oh, sad. That's okay. Man, I don't know if I've had Blood Moon at Maple yet.
It's nice.
This might be a foist.
Oh.
Dino just said that I was live. Thank you, Dino.
said that with
gentle, I'm
such
sorry.
cheer in your voice. It's not a sentence you would expect to be so cheer. Oh, was that a ghost? Oh no, that was Chesney. I thought it was a ghost orb.
Coach.
It's a ghost orb with
The
legs.
ghost. I seen it. He's trying to tell me the DJ. Yeah, the DJ son's name. Eric. All right. Got one of those. Got one of those. You know, on a blood moon, I thought they were supposed to be more active and like event more and stuff.
You had to sing it.
Well, it's not doing it. Hi, Kev. Oh, thank you for the message, friend. Appreciate you. What up, hero? How are you, dude?
It's stomping in the salty.
One more time.
It's stomping in the salty.
I just shut the door on him and he turned around and looked really quick.
It's not very nice. Here, get some lanterns on. There we go. Look at this. Look how many lanterns we have. Oh,
We have
walkies.
feet. Look at all those hot feet. Look at those sexy ass feet.
On it.
Oh my god.
On it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
god.
oh.
Oh yes.
Okay, 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 okay. All right. Okay.
Too
All
much?
right.
Too much?
Okay.
Too much. Too much.
I'm sorry.
Little,
It's all right.
there was some extra in there.
I'm working on
Little
it. I'm
extra in
sorry.
there.
Little extra mustard.
It's fine.
Wait, do we need a photo?
Whoa, hey.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, look, there's more.
No.
Oh. Take those pictures. Damn.
He really likes glowing feet.
Does someone have the restraining cuff?
Left it in the van.
Left it in the van.
We need 2 more. Oh, did I thought I just saw that.
It's a phantom fucker.
Oh wait, what evidence do we have?
Bad. Oh.
Dots, UV, and spirit box.
So we had the UV. Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot about the spirit box. It is a phantom.
Yeah.
Meow.
I kind of want to get a photo of the ghost.
Well, don't
Let
worry.
me get the dots.
I will protect you.
Thank you.
With my
I
smart-
trust in my doc.
Good. Hey, what's that over there?
Hey, hey, hey! You get back here, Doc. Told you to stop getting distracted so easily.
I'm outside it. Like Mother Nature, the trees,
Yeah, the blood.
the logs, the blood. Yeah.
Just at one, you know.
Oh, this is spicy.
No evidence make them suffer. No. Why is Ghosty not showing up though? Like no events. Are you guys okay over there?
No.
Doesn't feel nice to have the door shut on you, does it? Doesn't feel nice, does it?
You guys are tearing this family apart.
Hey Doc, you remember those cards?
Oh yeah.
Back, demon!
I think I got a photo of One-Eyed Jack. I mean, One-Eyed Willie. Who the fuck is Jack?
One-Eyed Willie. He was the most famous pirate of all time.
I was thinking about
Dad told
Goonies,
me
and
all
for some
about him
reason I
once.
went pirates when I saw the one eye. I think I just combined them both. Hey, that was an accident. Good old One-Eyed Jack. That was my bad.
Get that last photo is that Kersey right there, dude.
Oh. Wait, where? Oh.
The one by the red thing.
Oh, that one? Come on and doggone it. We need to escape and repel.
Did we find the bone?
Ooh, touches. Not one, but 2. Spicy. All right, I'm gonna go look over here with the bone for the bone. Going on a boner hunt. Going on a boner hunt. Listen, it was an accident. I didn't mean it. You're in love with me? You're gonna have to fight my wife, dude. Sorry. goo. Why are you stalking me? Why am I the lucky one? It's gonna hunt on top of me, isn't it? Thank you for the prime. I took the feet pics. Yeah, but I was going to share the profits. Jesus Christ, dude. He wouldn't leave me alone. I was trying to take a crap. Oh, my teepee.
Wait, I got a problem.
What's your problem?
Was it hunting?
Oh,
hunting.
it was hunting.
I think I broke the tent door.
Which one?
I hid inside a little green tent. When you walk in the door, you turn left.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I might get stalked and get got. If I do, well, I'll hang out in the afterlife, I suppose. Look for the bone on my way through. Last time, Lord. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate you, friend. Someone's getting invented on. Who's getting invented on right now?
Back here.
Doc? Doc, I'm taking one for you, Doc. The cards are on my body, Doc. Remember me? Doc, remember me? What? Doc! I had to. I knew it was gonna hunt, but I had to go try and help him.
I suppose it's a bad time to mention that the door I don't think is actually broken.
I found the bone.
Yeah, just walk right through.
I can't hear him. Hold on. I can't hear him. Hold on. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not stuck, is he?
You need a camera? No, I just picked it up. All of our cameras
Cards.
done.
Cards.
Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
Run, Doc, run! Little one-eyed bastard. Where did Doc go? Did Doc just keep moving? Or is he hiding in here? Thank you, Angel. No, he's there. Okay, hold on. Let's get Toe. Toe!
Everyone okay? Yeah. I think so. Come on, Doc.
Where's the cards? Doc had the cards in his hand. Where'd they go? What up, Seth?
Where did Flash drop the cards?
Doc had them.
You know, that's a funny story because Flash had them. And then he was yelling, Doc, Doc, I have the cards. They're going to be on my body. I have them. And then I picked up the cards and I started walking away from Flash's corpse. And then I panicked and then...
Oh, hey, it's me. He had them. Where was he? Was he over here somewhere? It's so hard to see the ground, man. Oh, they're here. I found them.
Did you find them?
No, not yet. Oh, I think Flash found him. All right, bring him back. Oh, God! I hate you!
You better run.
This is it. This is it. This is the moment of truth.
Oh my God! I just got a hangman full. That's the devil.
Oh, he's gonna get hunted on. It's gonna hunt right on top of him. Oh
Wheel of
no.
Fortune red. Devil.
Hey!
You're the devil, sir.
Get out of here, buddy. Jam it.
Spicy. That's a moon. That's a devil.
Death card.
This is it.
That's the sun.
In 3,
This next card is the
2,
one you
1.
No.
Oh.
I tried.
Later, Flash.
Hey.
We'll tell your
Wait,
story.
where's Toe?
The next time we get called to solve a ghost, it'll be Flash.
There we go. I saved Toe. All's well.
Response
fine. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
I think
Oh,
we're
look at
great.
that.
I mean,
That's right there. Hey, look
it's
at
a phantom. We know it's a phantom. All the optional objectives are done. We
Hey,
did the whole
hey, you
card.
sick son of a bitch! No!
Did
You
you
go
get
back
dying?
and you pick
Can't
him up,
believe you
you
did that to us.
bastard! Oh, he's dead. You're dead, LaRusso. You're dead! That son of a bitch. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead.
Welcome back.
You son of a bitch.
Oh,
King.
the chat revolt is amazing.
That's right. I started yelling, you're dead, LaRusso! You're dead!
God.
Get him a body bag!
Yeah!
Can't believe you.
God.
Sick sadistic bastard. You threw him. Oh,
I gotta be honest.
Mr. Flash,
I
you
don't
wanna
even
play your
know.
gear?
I don't even know what happened. What happened? I didn't even know. I don't even know what
he
happened.
took Toe
Why is
and
everyone
he
mad
threw
at
Toe
Chingus?
out of the truck.
What's Toe? Who's Toe? Is there
You know what? You're on the list.
Toe? What?
Oh.
I don't even know what's happening. What? How did I end up
The
on the
green
list?
stuffed frog from Maple Lodge.
Oh, I never play Maple Lodge. That's why.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Leaving Toe to be
play
taken. I should have just kept him
Tanglewood.
in my arms.
And I play
okay.
Tanglewood.
Tangle. He's talking about Tanglewood. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna run ads really quickly, and then after that, we're gonna do some
Sure.
curse possession things.
Ooh.
Yeah. We need to talk about maps after the ads are played. We need to talk about where we're doing the things.
First
Yeah.
possessions like the Sade album, last Sade album.
Ridgeview Edgefield Tanglewood. Sorry.
Anyway. What's
Yeah.
those eyes? I know.
Eyes
All right, guys,
so
I'm running
bad.
3 minutes of ads. 3 minutes. I do it every hour to remove pre-rolls so that if you are not subbed or you don't have turbo, you don't get hit by ads the first time you join the stream. So we're gonna run them now. 3 minutes, and then after that, we're doing some curse possession shenanigans. Curse possession things. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Need a break from the Chiba? All right. There's nothing incriminating there. It was just the messages between us to start these games today. Let's see. I sent them where? Found them. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Music box bomb. Listen, I had an idea and we're going to try it. I had an idea and we're going to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. All right. Minute 57. Minute 57. And then we'll get to it. Hey, Verx, how are you? Welcome in. If you guys are not in my Discord and you want to be updated about when I go live, about just keeping up with the community outside of stream, we do have one. We do have one. I have suggestion channels in there too. If you guys have game suggestions or other things like that, and then the rest of the socials are there. Yeah. I appreciate all y'all today. Thank you so much. I appreciate the patience as always. These beans are crazy and hilarious, and I love them. And I love them. Doc dance, yeah. Doc dance. But are you doing Last to Survive? No, that is not what we're doing. Before the ads do finish, I mean, long story short, we're going to figure out who the most cursed player out of all of us is. So we're going to see who is the most cursed. Who's cursed the most. Oh, Prius, trust me. I'm on it. Watched the YouTube for a while, decided to follow, got lucky, got gifted a sub. GG's. Hell yeah. Coach, it could be me. I don't know. It could be me. It is hard to say. I like everybody. It's Chingus. It's Doc. It's Coach. It could be anybody. We'll see. What up, Bonnie? What are those three doing down there? Scheming. I can only assume. I can only make assumptions. Here, let's find out.
Oh, la 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 la. No.
Oh, it's choir practice. That's what I was missing.
No. Sir, did you have us muted?
You think so, Copper? Yeah, I'm not sure.
He usually does.
Wow.
No, Bonnie. Going around to everyone's stream and telling them to do high school is not going to get them to do high school.
Get, simply the best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever.
Oh, man.
Nestle Toll House. That's right. Okay, so the idea was that we would take advantage of the custom difficulty and the cursed possessions. Okay. The idea being we are trying to figure out who is the most cursed player out of all of us. And the way we're going to do that is by using each and every cursed possession. We can do that later. By using each and every cursed possession. If you are the first player to die, you lose and you are cursed. Whoever's cursed the most out of using all of them will be the most cursed and will be sacrificed at Sunny Meadows.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So
you might have to remind me of the rules once we get in there.
That's okay. I figure what we'll do, I think what we do is we pick the cursed possession and then we choose what map we want to do that on.
Okay.
So why don't we start nice and strong? Why don't we begin with the music box?
Music box.
Music box. Where do we want to do that one at? I'd say
Wherever.
Willow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So we need professional settings, like a professional custom
settings.
Yeah, professional custom with the music box.
Done.
And that should be good. If there's any tweaking we have to do, then we'll do it. But that should be fine.
I am going to turn lose items to off.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Which would be reward 0. Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
So the idea behind this one is we are going to go into Willow. We are each going to pick a separate room. Okay. So before you go into the building, we are going to choose our rooms from the truck. That is your room. You cannot leave. And then I'll take the music box and play it and throw it. Oh, can you also turn off hiding?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I mean, you don't really have to.
I didn't say had to. I'm just uncanny, you know. Just throw a bone.
Bruh.
Bruh. And maybe we say it has to be a room with no looping spots. Oh, that'd be tough though. There's only so many of those. No, whatever. Just pick whatever room you want.
Yeah.
But we're gonna bring in no objects besides flashlights.
You want to pull your gear, and I'll do tier 3 flashlights.
I'm not sure he could
We will
pull his
see.
gear without a violation of TOS.
Wait, my gear?
It'll be fine.
That's not my. Oh, it is my gear. Oh, I'm the pink one. That's me. Why is it enabled? What? There we go. And there are 2 looping spots on Willow. Technically, there's 3. You've got the living room. You've got the dining. I mean, you've got the kitchen and the garage.
There we go.
You've got 3. All right.
Oh, look, it's the first reason I've needed a custom loadout in my entire career of playing Phasmophobia.
Is it? Is your stuff loaded in for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
I
see
just
it.
look up at the flashlights.
I don't see it either.
I'm light blue on your screen. It's I only added flashlights. You said no gear, just flashlights,
Oh,
right?
you literally removed everything else. Okay, okay. Oh, understood. Okay.
Yeah, I did a custom loadout. I haven't done a custom loadout in this game ever.
Look, I gave you a reason to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
So
Did you get an
custom
achievement?
professional
Did it make a sound?
music box is guaranteed.
Yep.
A no hiding places.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Ready up.
Number 5 with fries.
Large.
Extra chingy sauce.
Need your chingy sauce. We'll see how it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody pick a room. I'm going to go back right bedroom.
All right,
I'll go
we're
to
in
the
Willow
police room.
Street.
What are you
I'm
doing,
gonna
coach? Hey, get back here. Don't go in there yet.
You're doing back right bedroom. I'll
Yes.
do back left bedroom.
Okay.
Does it? So
You
it
can do
has to be a room
basement, too.
with a door. I'll go in the basement. That sounds like fun.
All right, which room in the basement?
Oh, there's. Oh yeah, that's right. I will go in first storage.
Okay.
In the basement.
Mr. Chinggis?
I will go bathroom.
Mom, bathroom.
That's actually a smart move.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter if you start hearing stuff or not. We have our rooms picked. It is what it is.
And we can close the doors, right? We don't have to leave them open, right?
Yeah, you can close the door.
Doors.
Yeah. Oh, we probably should have done power on, shouldn't we?
Flashlights on.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting the juice.
Hey, just want y'all to know. Good luck.
Hey, best of luck.
We're all counting on you.
All right, hey.
I believe in
good
you.
luck. Good luck.
I believe in you.
too. All right.
You don't have to be holding your flashlight, or should we make you have to have it on?
Let's say flashlights. No, I say we keep them off because if it picks a target, right? If it picks a target, it's gonna find you whether you have your flashlight on or not. But if it passes somebody close on its way to somebody else has a flashlight on, it'll change. I think you need to do that.
All right. Let me know when you're in your rooms.
I'm in my.
It's gonna spawn on top
Okay,
of me.
all right. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I feel like something just opened the door, or I didn't close it properly. One of the two. But
We're about to find out.
it was nice.
I am in my room.
All right, let me know if you hear singing.
I hear it.
is. I hear it. Oh, poor dog. It just, they're so defeated. I hear it. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Oh, Doc, no.
All right, man down. All right, next. We'll go randomly pick a ghost, I guess. Oh, listen, Linda, listen. See, at first I was thinking we could almost do flashlights on because then no matter what, the ghost will get somebody rather than randomly roaming around.
Okay. All right, I'm here for it.
Yeah, but that worked though.
Yeah, especially if we have doors shut.
Doors shut,
I'm
right.
down.
If you're closest to the ghost, you're closest to the ghost. It's part of the game.
Yeah. Doc would literally pick the ghost room. Only him. Only Doc.
He literally picked the ghost room.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Oh my God! Imagine it. It had to be. It just. Oh. I gotta be honest with you. In that room, I couldn't have let it kill me.
You got the ghost right.
I got the ghost right.
Yeah. The defeated. Yeah, it's here. Hi, Tater. That was good. Can we make an adjustment? Can you make it so that the power is on?
Yep.
Thank you.
Summoning circle is next on this list here.
Yeah, we could do on the wait. Is it?
I just clicked right. It's what it says is next.
Okay. So,
are we
summoning circle? I have an idea for that one as well.
Sanity activity.
Are we allowed to loop once we get, or are we doing a different game?
I would say no. I would say you just gotta let it. You gotta just let it get you.
Oh, that's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that had to have been painful for you to just wait.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it took 5 minutes to walk 10 paces to me, so. Basically.
Okay, so for this one, the idea with the summoning circle that I had was that everyone will, I don't know if this will work or if someone's going to insta-die. If someone insta-dies, then we have to figure out a different way. But I figure if everyone picks a candle to stand on, we let it decide who it's going to pick to get. So literally stand on top of the candle.
Okay.
I have an alternate recommendation.
Yes, please.
All of us stand directly in the middle.
Right in the middle?
Because we can only pick one of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
think that's going to be more fair. Because if we light the candles...
And someone's just a little far away, then yeah,
Hold
that's
on,
fair.
I got to put lighters in.
Yes, please. Games are good,
so,
Tater. That's a good plan. I like it.
Yeah, because if we're all standing on a candle, it'll be line of sight. Whoever gets stuck with it pointing towards them, it's there. But if we're all perfectly on top of each other in the middle, it literally has to pick between us.
All right, where do we want to do this one?
Yeah.
Tanglewood.
Tangle?
Tanglewood.
Yeah, that's got a decent sized basement. Huh?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the ting. We will see.
Okay.
Light your flash. Fine, all right. All right, everybody get a lighter though, because we are gonna need multiple people to light.
Right.
Power should be
Lighter
on.
prepared.
All right, lighters at the ready. A demon insta hunt. Okay, so
Look, it's a circle star.
the idea being that we will all stand dead center. So look down if you can. Are we in the center?
Okay. I think so.
It's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm basically dead center.
Should we sing Happy Birthday or?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yay, I win!
Who was it?
You really don't want to win. The idea is to not
Clam slam.
die. Hey! Hey! I will counter clam you.
Oh my god.
I hope it insta hunts.
We are the champions.
Sick bastard.
We are the champions. I'm still a living.
No way! Hi! That counts as a death for her too, right?
Wow.
Wow, that was interesting. My, look at that spike. Is this a demon? That's what you get for clam slamming, piece of shit.
Welcome back.
It was a jig.
God.
Hey, remember that time you were clam slamming, you piece of shit? Ghost said, not today. He's my man. Now listen. Now, I got by the summoning circle, but she also didn't make it. So does that count as a cursed death?
I mean, the only reason it was huntable is because our sanity was so low.
That's true.
Yeah,
that
it
was
wasn't
very
the result
fast.
of the cursed
I
object.
mean, that was.
That's true. Still
That
very
was like
funny that she
the
died, but
only
still.
reason. The only reason she died is because she turned around and panicked when the door shut on us and walked right into it.
That was pretty funny.
No.
Okay.
All right. The next cursed item is the voodoo doll.
All right. So voodoo doll is a pass the doll situation. Whoever pushes the heart pin in needs to sacrifice themselves to the ghost. They are the
Okay.
Yep. Poke, pass.
All right.
Grafton?
Sure. This is gonna
That's
end
enough
well.
of that.
It's gonna be fine.
Hey.
Hey. Jinxter. Good. Did you
Got
see what she
dad
did to me?
voice on you there. You got dad voiced.
I know, right?
It's enough of that.
Wow.
So help me God, I'll hit you with my ring finger.
You don't want me to
I
bad
will
boys.
pull this van over.
Flash is the only one who's not ready.
Listen, we should all just take it easy on FlashForce, okay? It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. Maybe she could eat a butthole.
That doesn't sound very appetizing.
I'm not sure. I did hear it was gluten-free.
But not gluteus free. Hey-o.
Gluteus Maximus again.
I don't have that voice set up on
Sorry.
my thing.
It's probably just as well. It's probably.
Yeah.
All right. So you have the voodoo doll picked?
Yes.
Okay. It's not tootin' free either. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh my God.
All right. Oh, wait, come back. Wait, come back. Look at the name of the ghost. It's Dick Cheese.
I'm like, what? Richard Kraft? What's wrong with Richard Kraft?
Richard
Kraft.
Richard Kraft.
the very dignified way
Flash
of saying
has lost
Dick
his
Cheese.
mind. He's laughing at Richard Kraft.
Listen here, you Richard Kraft.
Voodoo doll's upstairs in the kids' room, by the way.
Woo! That's funny. Classic Richard Kraft. All right, well, I hope it's not in here.
I really hope it's not in here.
All right, if it's you, if you are the one, no, if you are the one, you are gonna stand at that
You have
door
to get
and let
died.
the ghosty get you. Yep.
Okay.
All right, poke, pass.
Oh, not me.
All right, who's next?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, I heard a toss. I'm scared, guys. Don't. Oh,
Big winner.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Oh man. Ah.
I just want all of you to know. You're great people. And you know what? I would rather play Phasmophobia with you folks than some of the finest people I know.
Wait a minute.
Well, don't worry. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't think about it too much.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Is
my
there
God.
like one left to poke?
Oh.
Oh, he's ready. He's presenting.
Oh, Doc, I am so sorry.
Wait, what do you mean?
Is there still another? The heart pin has not gone in yet.
Wait, but there are 2 pins that have yet to go. But you know
Okay.
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay.
Right here in the door.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna sing America the Beautiful.
Okay.
America! America!
If it's a banshee, it just goes right through him.
His grace on me. And from thy good
With brotherhood.
From sea to shining sea.
Oh, that was lovely. Dude, that ghost had some wheels. Holy crap. Might be a Thay.
I'm gonna love him and hug him and keep him for all of eternity. That's my floppy friend. Yes, he is.
Some 07s for Doc, please. Some 07s.
Can I just say, all of those people in your chat who are like,
Yeah.
can it be Chinggis time? How
That's
dare
hilarious.
you
They
think
know that
it
you
would
have
be
a special
this?
bond with him.
Exactly
So-
why they shouldn't think it would be this cursed item to get me.
Well, I was talking to Aldi about the Voodoo doll one, and because remember you did that and you got him killed immediately. It was great.
Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah.
I do remember
yeah,
that. That was pretty
yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's 1 for me, 2 for Doc.
Welcome back. Thanks for beds and
The Dio again. I died to 2 Dios tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wait,
Yeah.
who did it
One of
target
us was the
then?
target.
It was not
Yeah.
targeting you.
Yeah, you only died because it ran through you.
It tried to barrel through you.
Well, I'd say it did a pretty good job.
Wow.
Oh my God.
All right. What's next, Mr. Chinggis? 2 for Doc, 1 for me.
Monkey paw.
Monkey paw. This is a pick a room situation. Everybody picks a room. We wish to trap it and
Trap the ghost, yeah,
leave your
yeah.
flashlights on and see if you get trapped with the ghost.
Delicious.
Wait. What? I'm sorry. I went to another planet there for a second.
Okay.
Say that again.
Welcome back. Hi, Mirth.
Thank
Have we
you.
met?
Thank you.
I don't think so. So we are going to use the monkey paw. God damn it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We are going to use the monkey paw to trap the ghost. And
Okay.
everyone's going to pick a room. We trap it. It's trapped for 60 seconds and it'll hunt. So you're hoping that you did not pick the room that the ghost is in.
Okay.
Flashlights on.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, flashlights.
Flashlights on.
Stay on this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do Edgefield or Bleased. I say Edgefield.
Yeah. Edge feels good. Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty of rooms.
Plenty of rooms. Plenty of rooms. All right. Let's rock. Doc's going to pick the ghost room. I hope it's like Chinggis or Coach to keep it interesting. Yeah. Hi, Hattie.
We've arrived.
We've arrived.
Boy, we've arrived. Oh, wait, we gotta pick our rooms first? Is that what we gotta
Yes.
do?
Yes. Okay, I'll pick last this time.
I'll pick.
Alright,
I think Doc should pick first. Doc should pick first.
I pick the closet in the hallway.
Wait
Okay,
a minute.
I will pick downstairs bathroom right next to the kitchen.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Is there a
Chesty.
bathroom
Ladies
next to the
first.
kitchen down here? I
Coach?
think there is.
Where you
I
going?
will pick.
Wait a minute, why did I go first then?
So you could have your pick of the entire house.
I'll pick the bathroom upstairs.
You're doing you said the bathroom upstairs? Which one?
Yeah, the main bathroom.
Okay. Mr. Chingus?
I'm going to the garage.
Garage? Okay. I will, to keep it interesting, to put do I want to do 2 people on 1 floor? Well, you guys, you have bathroom there. Coach is upstairs. I could do basement, but I'd be all by my lonesome.
We're all going to be by our lonesome. This is a big map.
This is very true. All right, you know what? I will do the master bedroom.
Very nice.
Yep. All righty. I'm going to go get the paw.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Oh, you want me to go ahead and grab the monkey paw and do the thing?
I'm on it.
Oh, wait, it's upstairs with you. Okay.
Yeah, no hiding. Just sit in your room somewhere with your flashlight on. Let me know when you are at the ready.
I am at the ready.
Documentary checking in and ready.
I mean,
I wish to trap the ghost.
Locked no matter what.
I might be in trouble.
And now we wait.
Who's in this bathroom on the 2nd floor? I think it's going to be either you or me if I had to guess.
Oh.
Oh boy. It's me or Coach. It's me or Coach. So you guys come here often?
No.
To the bathroom?
Yes.
Have you talked to a nutritionist to figure out why? Grab a cup.
Listen.
A lot of bran. A lot of bran.
I talked to a registered dietitian, okay?
Go to her. Go down the hall to her.
I just eat a lot of fast food and
Go
get
down
the
the hall to
greasy
her.
shits.
We've got a coach down. You know what? Just for funsies, even though she died from the cursed, I'm still, you know what? You know what? I wish for life.
Holy shit. Thank you.
She said, holy shit. Look at that. Cursed death and live to talk about it. Let's go.
That was
Oh,
amazing.
man.
Yeah,
So
it was,
did that
I heard the,
cancel it out?
no. So now we have 2 on Doc, 1 on me, 1 on Coach. Oh man, it's getting interesting now. Now it's getting interesting.
Welcome back. Like
The twins. Oh, it could have picked either side of that
Knew it,
floor.
but I
Oh,
But I
both
did it.
people upstairs were in danger.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
The
Then it had to
phone went
pick-
off next to me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What are the odds?
Woo.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
No.
Okay, that's 2 for Doc, 1 for me, and 1 for Coach. It's getting spicy. Okay. What
I
is
would
the
say
next
that
one
I'm
in line?
surprised, but I'm surprised.
Haunted mirror.
Okay, so the haunted mirror is this kind of, I was thinking the same idea as the voodoo doll. A look pass deal. If you are the one to break the mirror, you are the one that is chosen to give hugs.
Now
That's
we're not pulling the thing where like the first person holds on and holds on and holds on and then passes.
Now
it off
listen,
someone else, right?
it is up
like-
to you to look as long as you want, but I'd say, I mean, you know, if there's a
I'm
better
gonna
way of doing
disagree.
it.
I'm going to disagree because we're guaranteed to get a 20% hit for it regardless, which is an even number divided amongst 4 people and 100 sanity each. So we can mathematically prove that one of us is going to get it right now.
I've got a headache, man.
So, are you saying yes to hold it however long you want, or are you saying...
I think...
You saying yes to the dress, Chinggis?
I think we should go to a house where we can easily figure out where it is by the room, go into the room and break the mirror. And then all of us standing on top of each other is what I recommend again.
Maybe what we do is maybe we find the ghost room. Maybe we find the ghost room with the mirror. We go into the room, everybody pick a corner, and then just let it get one of us.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's
we can use the mirror to find the ghost room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
You sound so yeah.
Well, I am in the lead right now for the most cursed player in Phasmophobia. So, yeah.
Okay. So, do we want to do this one at like Camp Woodwind? Is this a Camp Woodwind one?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
Tarot cards might be good for Camp Woodwind. Big open map.
I like tarot cards. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So maybe we go to. Have we done Ridge?
No.
No.
Let's do Ridge.
Ridge.
If I die to another Dio tonight, I quit. By the way.
Oh, come on! Third time's a charm. I heard they say. School or asylum. We could have a larger map. Yeah. Always possible. All right, let's go find out where it is. Shall we? If Doc dies, it's a Dio for sure.
Oh, this is where I killed Doc with the cards.
Wow, what a memory to hold on to.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many people have a story that begins with, "Oh, this is where I killed Doc with"? It's like hundreds.
That's hilarious.
All right, take a peek. Bedroom, upstairs, teddy bear in the corner. Is that this first one?
I think it's this one right here.
Oh my God, dude, this room is like a foot tall.
The one
Is this
room
it?
without 4 corners.
Holy. Yep, this is the one.
All right. Well, we could do.
Oh wait, no,
this
4
is like a
corners like
corner.
this.
4 corners like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like this. Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Perfect. I am so screwed.
Here we
Do the
go.
ting.
Look. Oh, hey, it's me. I'm just gonna keep doing this. There's Coach. Wait for it to pass a little bit. Pass a little bit. Take a look. See Mr. Chink. Oh God, it's so bright.
Bye.
Oh, thank God.
I heard gargles.
And down he goes. Yeah.
And there he goes. Oh, I almost did the same thing you did.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Close the door. No, we let his spirit roam free. Oh man. Everyone's got one. 07's for Chinggis. Look at that fast.
How many more games?
Jeez,
How many more
dude.
games are left?
Oh, not
Do I have
many.
a shot at not? Oh God. All right.
No, we have. Well, no, we have what? Tarot and Ouija. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Think
So I mean,
so.
you could absolutely. Someone else could absolutely take it.
I could snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah. I'm not sure which direction to go here. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm going
I
Revenante.
wasn't sure either. Until you...
No, I got nothing. It literally hunted right on top of him.
Welcome back.
That's fair.
Demon. Oh,
Yeah,
cheap
this is not a
unkill.
Dio.
Okay. All right. Well, hey.
Damn.
Touche.
Hey.
Wow,
Right.
shots fired.
I see how
Wow.
this is going. All right.
Wow, dude. Wow. My God. Joey, thank you for the follow. I
I just hope
appreciate
the
it.
next ghost gives you
Bro, thank you for the 3 months.
eczema or something. I don't know.
Luigi board is loaded.
Okay, so this one, what was it originally? Everyone hides. We do hide and seek with the Ouija board. You can't move during the hunt. You literally, like, you just pick a spot and you just don't move at all and let it pick whoever wants to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay.
What?
Oh, you
Doc
gotta
lost
explain it to Doc again.
So
Yep, you lost
everybody,
Doc again.
so it's the same. Like you hide somewhere. You pick somewhere to go and hide. Okay, and then we're gonna do hide and seek on the board. But you need to keep your flashlight on though.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that. I can do that. What I normally do anyway.
We're gonna go to Bleasdale for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Please.
Bleasy.
Easy.
We all get backdoor action. Let's go.
Oh my Lanta.
I mean.
Does somebody else? I mean, I can do. I'll do the Ouija board. That makes sense, I guess.
Are we just picking a room now or what?
Yeah, everybody. So go hide.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going upstairs in the laundry.
Oh, we probably should have picked before we came in, but oh well.
I will be in the orifice and in the office downstairs.
I'm gonna stay here with the Ouija board. Should have done the mirror in the high school. Everyone stood in a line trying to outrun the ghost. Oh my god.
I am in the master bedroom.
We will improve this over time. Yeah. Hide and seek. Have everyone start in the same place and scatter. That's always a good idea. Everybody run, like as soon as you say hide and seek, everybody runs away from the board. Was that a coach?
And Jesse is down. The ghost is in the attic.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought I heard it next to me. My flashlight was going off.
No, he was in the attic, dude.
You hiding?
That's
No, the
weird.
point was to hide, but with your flashlight on. So I had my flashlight on. Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
I don't know why,
I mean, not
but he
that I
walked
about Chesney being dead.
right by me to Chesney's room. Came down the stairs, past my room, and went right to Chesney. As soon as he got to the bottom of the stairs,
yeah,
he got line of speed.
You know, someone made a really good
I wonder
idea too.
if it's a banshee.
Someone made a good idea of maybe like if you were to do this again, try a different way. Everyone's at the board. We say hide and seek, and then as it starts counting down, everybody runs away.
Makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you. Since it passed me, went straight for Chesney because when I got to the basement, or when I got to the base of the stairs, I immediately got line of sight. I thought I was a goner, and then I heard Chesney. If it's a banshee,
I mean,
doesn't that skew the results?
Not really.
So
I mean,
if it is a banshee.
You sound pretty cursed if you are the one to get chosen from a 1 in 24 chance of a ghost.
Yeah, that's pretty cursed. You're right.
That is true.
All right.
I mean, I'm willing to go for banshee. We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, because the odds, I mean, it's not that great. Just saying. It wasn't even. It was a Raiju. See, that's fine.
Fuck.
Wow. Well, that definitely doesn't make sense.
Turn the light on. No. Everybody knows to keep it on. Yeah.
Well.
All right. Looks like this is the last one, and we'll see what happens. If it's a 3-way tie, I don't know. Maybe it's a 3-way sacrifice.
That means there's one winner. There's one person who's not cursed.
Yeah.
Tarot cards.
Everyone else.
Tarot card time.
Cursed.
Well, it's I've got one. Chesney's got 2. You've got 2. Flash has got 1.
Yeah.
So what happens if we have the 3-way tie?
So I'm saying, like, do we do like a 3-person sacrifice and then the last one's the winner?
Well, wait, no. You know what you should do?
Oh my God.
We should throw the 3 most cursed people in the house together, and then whoever's not cursed just hangs out outside, and then there's the death, and then do like a grand reveal. Like one person walks out the door,
Oh.
And then the next person walks out the door, and that will reveal who the ultimate loser is. It's like
that's
surprise,
a good point. Do it like one last cursed run, and then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So the big winner, if it's three-way tie, the big winner will just stand like a little ways down the path by the front door, or whatever.
Okay.
And when the hunt happens, the person dies. Then the people inside, we can't talk though, because we can't reveal who it is.
Right.
One person goes out, and then we cheer and happy. We're happy for that person. Next person comes out, we cheer. We're happy for that person. And then the last person's the big loser.
They bring an item out. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Let's rock.
But it may not happen. You never know.
I don't know.
Oh, whoops. I just...
Do the mirror and the person with one death hides in a closet? We could, but I like the idea of them just waiting outside as the winner.
That pressure.
Can you use more than one at a time? For not one at a time. Like you can't use another one while it's hunting. All right, we need to do this like out in the open or something.
So what do we're just pulling cards and then
pulling cards. Where do we want to do it?
And we all
right here.
I think right here.
Right here.
I think right here.
Yeah.
Right out in the open. Yep.
Right here.
Make a square or a diamond. All right, I'll go first. Oh, flashlights in hand. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's gonna see us anyway.
Well, no, we could do that.
Sun. Do.
Sun.
Oh, God. Around the campfire would be bad because it'll get whoever's there first.
Tower.
Right here, it could get anybody. Like, we don't know which way it's going to come from.
Wheel of Fortune.
Funsies. Hermit. Bunch of troll cards.
Wheel of Fortune green.
Oh, my God.
I have like 600% sanity.
Tower again.
Oh, my God.
What are the odds right now? What are the odds? Huh?
Of you getting that card?
Death.
Oh!
Goodbye, Chesney.
Doc, you prevail!
Chesney, I'm
Wow.
not the most cursed player.
It's Coach! Oh, no.
Tower.
Hey, what are you doing there? Hey, what do these do? It's a hermit.
Oh, wait a
fool.
minute. This could make it a tie again.
No, it's
That
over.
was the last card.
That's it. Doc is most cursed. No,
Sorry,
it's
Chesney, I
Coach.
tried.
Well.
I looked over. I was like, it's Chesney or me.
All righty, let's get out of here and go sacrifice a coach.
Let's do it.
Easy year, eh? Doc had a good point though. Someone pulled a hangman. I mean,
How about yokai?
it's a good point though. It would still be a cursed death.
Welcome back. I've got some
Fine,
drinks ready
sis.
for you.
Chingus did die. No, he did die once. Okay, so what we need now is we need.
Yep, I'm on it.
Yep. Sunny Meadows all.
It makes it worse because it's Sunny Meadows.
Why? Why?
Because it just does.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Come on. It's all good fun.
Mm-hmm.
You had cards left over? No, I pulled the last one. I thought I did. Yeah. All right, Coach. Let's go. Get your lighters.
Ah, you know what I should have done? That would have been the ultimate troll.
What's
I
that?
should have flipped it over to like insanity mode or nightmare mode.
Oh,
so
that would
the
have been pretty
hunt
good. So it just keeps going? That would have been pretty funny.
Just all of a sudden it's like, what? Oh my God, scatter.
Yeah, the last card was a full card. Yeah. Look, it'll be fine, okay?
pleasant,
It'll be
actually.
fine. So wait a second. Don't do anything yet, okay? Don't do anything yet. All right. So maybe what we do is each of like maybe we light one and then she finishes it.
Oh, I
So
forgot
where should she stand? Should she stand like right here?
I think she should stand right in the middle of the summoning circle, shouldn't she?
Well, we want to see her with the ghost, right? I guess, yeah, I guess you standing in the middle of the circle would make sense. Yeah, that's true. All right, ready? One at a time.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Can I borrow a lighter?
It's meant to be. Doc, you're up. You're up, good sir. If you want to light one?
Oh. I didn't bring a lighter.
Okay, guys, listen, we're falling apart here.
Here you go.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Hey, it's late.
Hey, Chesney, this is a light of love. Okay, this is a light of love. There.
Oh, and look.
Did you just puff to my love?
Okay, ching it.
I look forward to being able to finally have Aldi.
Wow. All right, Coach. If you'd like to light the last two. Oh my word. What if it's a banshee? Where's the ghost room?
I thought it was here. It kept twisting all of the things.
No, it was because we were lighting the it's because we were lighting the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't even. Where's the mirror?
Oh, I already.
Sorry for blasting everybody's ears. I apologize.
Oh, you broke
I
it.
tried to see where the ghost room was.
Oh, so it's probably hunting right now.
Maybe.
Hide and seek.
Wait, what? You know what, Coach? This is for you.
Ow, it's hot. Ow, it's hot. Ow, it's hot.
I wish for life.
Oh, wow.
Not a lot of life going on right there.
She must be real cursed. This makes sense.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Sad.
I'll try this. Oh my god, that was a hangman full!
Uh-oh.
Hey.
This is fine.
Hey!
This is completely fine.
Hey!
Wheel of Fortune.
He's not gonna do anything bad, is he?
The moon. The tower. Wheel of Fortune green.
I'm coming, Coach! I'm coming! You guys having fun without me? We had to.
Well, that would just solidify the result.
I didn't. Oh, look! I didn't want you to be by yourself.
Boo. Let me try. I wish for life.
Oh, now she's back. What the hell?
Hey!
Hey, this is some
Can you wish for
bullshit.
life?
I don't think so. You can try though. I don't think it's
bullshit.
possible.
All right. I wish for life again. I wish for life.
No.
Give me that life. Okay,
The cards
yeah,
and paw were our only chance. It's alright. We'll just cut them up into pieces. It'll be fine. It'll be easy to carry out.
Wow.
I wasn't prepared to go there, but
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Now I feel weird.
Yeah, it's gone.
Feel weird that you're walking behind me right now.
You'd be so lucky.
Oh, I gotta ring the bell. Oh, did you take the bell? Oh, okay. That's all right.
Here you go. Here you go. Ring the bell.
Why isn't the door moving?
Mm.
Is there a reason why the door isn't opening?
Yeah. There's a very good reason. Yeah.
Where's it hunting from, you wonder? Oh, well.
Is it?
Give me the book. Taking it back to the truck. There we go. Wait. Frickin' 2,000-year cursed hunt. Jeez.
It is open, Sir Dockerton.
On my way.
It's gonna hunt again. Was delightful. I would like to, over time, improve, mess with, adjust
Brought you back to
the
life.
different ideas for each one. So I don't know what that would be. We will figure it out. You know what? It's a Goya. It's a Goya.
Oh my.
Hey Warhammer, how are you? I'm good.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs
Well, that explains
It
a
was
lot.
a Miley.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole time.
I wished for life and it did nothing, and then he wished for life and it worked. I got nothing.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this was super fun,
Mr.
everybody. I
Doc.
do need to depart.
Yes, sir. Of course.
But thank you all so much, Flash. It's been a joy, and I appreciate you having me on.
Just
It's just been the best.
The
Just the
yeah,
best.
we'll go with that one. Sure.
The best. Yes,
It's Chingy's mirror, yeah.
and Chinggis and Chesney,
Yes.
you are wonderful. If anyone says otherwise, I'm gonna slash their tires. You're absolutely
Yes.
fantastic.
You hear that?
Sir Doc.
You hear that?
Thank
He's
you,
signed in
sir.
blood.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Bye,
Thank
friend.
you,
Remember-
Mr. Doc.
Always remember
Hi, Doc.
that when life serves you.
What?
I like it when life serves me too.
Okay.
Mr. FlashForce, thank you so much for the games.
Thank you, Mr.
All the love
Chinggis.
to you, friend. It was fun.
Thank
you, Flash.
Appreciate you,
I am-
Coach.
You
Have a
and
good
I are the
night.
least cursed members in
Good night.
Phasmophobia. Imagine. High
Yay.
five.
That means we
Yay.
win.
Good night.
Bye. Goodbye. She's going to bed. She's going to sleep. It's 11. I'm not quite done yet. Oh my word. That was a thing. 'Twas a thing.
Welcome back.
Yeah, over time, I would like to adjust it to make it interesting. Sorry, I'm old. That's okay. My wife goes to bed at like 10. Going to bed for sure, too. That's fair. That's fair. We'll see how long I'm on tonight. Between all the stuff from this week, I mean, I'm not going to be super late by any means either. No shot. No way. Are these viewer games? No. Sick as a dog. I'm sorry, man. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. What level am I now? 27? What have we unlocked? Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. We got a spirit box. Am I late? Just a little. I start around 8:30 usually. Started around 8 today, just so that way we had time for getting Doc in here for as many games as possible too. Doc, Coach, and Chinggis. All of their names are in my title right now. So please make sure to stop by and say hi to them. They're amazing. Love them. Love them. And Mr. Chinggis, 37 months. My God. My God. It's 4 a.m. for you? Damn. Damn. All right, go to the shop, go to this. That looks fine. Do one of these guys. Enable. Coach, it's your song. Okay. Good. Do you perfect by playing, or do you play around with ideas in the head? What do you mean? The ideas for what? Exactly. Hour behind me? Nice. Nice. Remember when I followed Flash back in the 4000 era? Man. Didn't wear shoes and played outside until the streetlights came on. my Atlanta. 9 for you? Damn. All right, let me... There we go. All right. Let's go do a nice classic Tangle Street. Hey, what up, Beast? How are you? What song is this? This song is called Keep On Dancing. Yeah. Buse and Helene. On the Twitch side, you can do exclamation point song, but on the YouTube side, it doesn't allow for it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. We have Ronald Garcia. We need to repel, EMF, and ghost event. Roger that. Look at all of this wonderful not tier 3 equipment. It's so nice. Hey, Joey, how are you? Good alert, though. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely need to do better about catching up on sleep. I stay up way too damn late doing things. Way too late. Ooh. Kitchen. What prestige am I? 17. Phone. EMF. Ah, that's what it threw. The fork right there. So the question is, what room are you in? Is it this one? I'd say probably. Is this nightmare? No evidence? Nightmare. Yeah, temps are going up. So it's probably here. Roger that. Roger that. Answers that, I guess. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Easiest nightmare game you've ever seen? No, no, no. There's way... I've seen way faster games. It's all about the strategies you use on how to find the ghost. There's definitely better and worse ways of trying to find the ghost room. But it revealing itself quickly is not a bad thing either. Yeah. Oh, ads are running. Oh, no. I'm going to go out and wait out there to let the ads run. I'll just set this stuff up and then we'll go wait in the truck. We'll go wait in the truck. How did I get into this game? I got into Phasmo when it first released. It released near Halloween time. In 2020 it released. Here, we'll watch this while we're waiting. Here. There we go. I got into Phas when it first came out during Halloween because we were looking for a horror game to play during Halloween. So I wasn't a horror main at that point, but then Phas just came out. People were recommending it, so we gave it a shot. I was starting to really enjoy horror games, but I couldn't play them on stream because if I played horror games on stream at that point, it just, my numbers would tank because people weren't used to me playing horror games. So I eventually said, screw it. And I just took the plunge and I said, you know what? I would rather do what I enjoy doing rather than trying to make myself play what I don't want to play just to make sure that my viewer count was staying up. So I switched over to horror. I lost over half of my viewership and I had to climb back up, but I've been enjoying what I've been doing. And that's the biggest part of it. All right. 1 minute left for ads and then we'll go back in. I thought it was in the kitchen, not the dining room. You're correct. You're correct. I quickly ran in and threw stuff down because I didn't want to be in the map for too long for ads. You're right. Wasn't my main game before. I played Rocket League for 2 years. Yeah. Enjoying what you're doing is the most important thing. 1,000,000%. Because if you don't, it feels like a job and you're not going to enjoy it. Yeah. Pause the action for the ads. We try to. We try to. It's almost over. Yep, I played that for 2 years. 2 years. And, you know, I think what made me enjoy it was my friends that we would just hang out with. I mean, that's what really made me enjoy it. I got tired of it. I got tired of it fast. What do I do for work? I'm a cinematographer and a video editor. I'm the lead video editor for a production house. Yeah, there was no need for the question mark. I assumed that was a question. Any challenge? Just nightmare? No, I just got done playing games with friends. I just got done gaming with friends. So now we're kind of winding down. All right, ads are done. I faced the camera in the wrong direction, so we haven't done a damn thing. And we're going back in. Yeah, if I can pause it, I will. With friends, it's a little harder to do that. Super bad motion sickness with it. Really? That's interesting. All right, Ghosty was in here. Is it still in here? You're a question. Your face is a question. Turd. Okay. Where are you? Shut up. Face that way. That on. We already know we have EMF 5. Hath not wrought in the book. What I might do this. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, Wicked. No goo, no goo. Where are you? What the hell did you just say? Where are you? Where are you? Are you near?
It's away.
Where are you? Are you near? Where are you? I don't know what it just said. Anyway, EMF, Spirit Box, Spirit Wraith Twins. Okay, let's go get some salt. Sounded like pulled the death card. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it said. I don't know. Near a death's car? Sure. Why not? Oh, we need a ghosty event. We need a ghosty event. Who ended up being the most cursed? I'm working missed it. It was Coach. It said buy merch. It'd be super funny if you could put your own, like, your own stuff in there, you know? Walkies, that's not a wraith. Oh, they have the bone. Wait a minute. Okay. There we go. Hey, Shanna, how are you? Repel. Event. Spirit or twins? I'm not exactly sure what the cursed possession is, but we might need to use it. Some good looking ribs. I'm down. You just threw this, right? Okay, negative. It threw something back there instead. Let's see if it's Frank. If it teleports stuff, is it an interaction? What the fuck? I think my ghost is 50 feet tall. Oh, she big. Jesus. We're all grown up, huh? Oh, my Lanta. I already got a picture of you. Kind of want to make you hunt, though. Oh, sound's gone. I think it... I swear to God, I think it teleported to the basement. Spirit. Wait a minute. Get back here, you son of a bitch. I might be dead. I think the reason the ghost looked like it was a massive monster is because its head was directly below the light at the fan. I think that's why. Don't you fart on me, you sicko. Okay, we try it again. Fairly certain that it saw me. I could be wrong, you know. Bug report, I guarantee if I report that, they're gonna say, oh, we know. Have I done the APOC challenge? I have. No, the smudge definitely wasn't broken because I stopped it from being able to get me. I beg your finest pardons. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm gonna try to get that crucifix without getting got. Listen. I go my way, you go your way. Although if you're a spirit, okay, the really funny part is it's probably gonna have to wait 3 minutes for the hunt now, or the incense that I just did, even though I didn't get the repel. Ugh, what? Ghost was not very impressed. No. Here, I'll hide here. You just go right through these doors. How hard is this game? It's different for everybody. It's different for me and everybody here. It won't be the same for two people. It could be harder for some. It could be easier for some. Yeah. What are you up to, Mayor? Mr. Song! Hi, friend. You're about to fart on me? You... Hey, Reno, how are you? Adulting? Fair. I was kind of doing the same thing yesterday. What's funny is, like, I had people over doing different things while I was also working. There was just a lot that was going on at the same time. It was a little overstimulating. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Oh, Fangs, there's so many great streamers, man. There's so many great streamers. Especially that play Phas. If you go to the Phasmo category on Twitch, you can find so many great streamers. Sounds like a lot of peopling. Yeah. I'm a cave dweller, man. I like to just sit in my darkness, mind my business, and just do my work, you know? This bowling due to work? Boo. Just do some Wii bowling. You'll be fine. Get back here, asshole! Do you see me now? Okay. This guy, man. It's a fast spirit. Oh, it had line of sight. Just a little bit. Watching someone play earlier. First time chatter said, stop playing a dead game and play League. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. What's funnier is that someone going into a game, into a category and saying it's a dead category. Well, no, you're populating it because you're dumb. Yeah. Glitch the moment the ghost is on the face. Oh my God, and it just takes me out. Then I would be the cursed one. I would be the cursed one. Give me these. Give me this. All right. They say anything about the next update? No, not yet. Not quite. We are waiting for more information. But trust me that when I hear about it, you will hear about it. I will let you guys know as soon as physically possible. There's always going to be a possibility too that they might give us information that I am not allowed to say, but that has not happened yet. Listen, man, I'm really sick of seeing you. Like, not interested. Go by. F off. I don't picture this yet, right? Like, you know, the times you need a ghost photo, the ghost doesn't show up. The time you have a ghost photo, they're in your face the entire time. No. Don't you skip by my salt, you piece of crap. Hey, get over here. Where's my other crucifix? Is it over there? I think it's over here. Often do I stream? I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8:30 p.m. and then Sunday at 1. And that is all Eastern Standard Time. Get some bigger salt. I'm trying. I said listen. And still didn't walk in the salt. What an absolute ass bag. Ass bag you are. Go ahead. Start hunting from here, you jerk. They've allowed keyboard and mouse to console. I think they want to. It's all about the hierarchy, man. It's about what's most important. It's about working on this instead of that kind of stuff right now. So we'll see. Listen, Linda. Listen. Listen. Can you walk in this, please? He says, no, you listen. I am. He keeps singing at me. Hello? Bueller. Bueller. Crucifix bite? In 3, 2, 1. Soon the devs are focusing more on the full release content and everything else as a side project. That's my guess too. Sneaking in stuff here or there, but really wanting the game to be 1.0. It's my guess too. But okay, actually, yeah. Come here. Hey, I got you a gift. It's a gift for you. You like? Hello, you like? Oh, Brody, we had just finished playing with friends. I brought you 2 sticks. I mean, come on, I even tied them together. That took me hours. I mean, it would definitely be a shame if he ate it. I just want to give it to him. Look, I know it's a spirit and everything, but holy shit. I guess I don't even need that anymore, do I? No. I mean, if you're going to let me leave, I'd rather you eat this so I can leave safely. Hey, Kenny. Oh, you're good, Brody. No worries. What the hell's going on? Can you take sanity pills? Yeah. I thought it vented on me enough that it would probably hunt me. But I think you're right. I don't think it's going to. I think my sanity's replenished enough to where it's not going to hunt me. Oh no, if I walk away and it hunts, I swear to God. Okay, we're good. Touche, Zero. Touche. Off to bed. Good night, Juju. That mimic. Listen, if it's mimicking EMF 5, I'm not going to be very happy. I'm not going to be very happy. That's got to be a Sparate. Isagasabi. What's special about a Dio? It's just a fun ghost to have since you can just walk them around wherever you want. Yeah, just a fun ghost. Spirate. Spirate. All right, let me look at something real fast. You think it's a spirit? Wow, Chiba, no need to come in here and brag about your skills, bruh. I got a hunch. How you doing, Mr. Cheebs? How are you, my friend? How was your Wednesday? How was Strims? How did it go? Mr. Cheebs. There's another amazing freaking streamer, Mr. Cheebs. Cheebs, we got to figure out games at some point, man. I don't know what, I don't know when. I have no clue, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Shit, even playing Killer in the Cabin was fun. With Tash. Played the new Chili's. Ooh, nice. Was waiting for you to respond to me. Excuse you. How dare you? How dare. Thank you for the follows, guys. Rodacious, Scythe, Frisch. Thank you. Wendy, welcome in. Hello. He's never going to live it down, is he? What is my expectations of the new sound recorder? I don't know, man. I can have expectations all day. It's a matter of what's actually going to be delivered, you know? And I think what I want, I have a strong feeling we're not going to get. So we'll see. I don't know what it's going to look like, what they're going to add, how it's going to work, all that stuff. I don't know. But we'll see. How's the wife doing? She's good. Wife is doing well. Yeah, tonight for dinner, she was like, hey, so could we possibly get something for dinner tonight? I'm like, yeah, what do you want? She's like, I really want hibachi. I was like, do you want hibachi or does the baby want hibachi? What do I want from it? I would love for it to pick up every sound that is in the game, whether it be the ghost doing something or the player doing something, the player talking. I would love for it to do that. Just like content warning. I would love it. So I don't know, man. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It would be cool. It would be awesome. I don't know what the legality is there. I don't know what they would need to do, but I mean, other games have done it. Is Mrs. Flash pregnant? She is. Yeah. It's not her baby though. Yeah. I'm not the dad. She's not the mom. I want to hear teammates farting in the truck when I'm inside the house. No, it's a sound recorder. It's a sound recorder, not like an ultrasonic microphone. So if you want to fart into it, then leave it for somebody somewhere. That'd be pretty funny. I think that'd be funny. Like Rust. On Rust, when you can record onto cassettes and then you can just leave them around and people can play them. That would be amazing. That would be so awesome. Dude, it would be so good. Marvel Flash is so sweet. She is, man. She's one amazing lady. I'll tell you that. Why, though? Why what? I'm confused about the baby. I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm not the dad. She's not the mom. She's pregnant. She is record a Rickroll. Amen. She's a surrogate. She is a surrogate. It is a process that we have been going down for a long time. And she's now 19 weeks, I think. I think she's 19 weeks pregnant. Something like that. I don't remember. She's a mimic. She could be. Okay. Halfway through then. Yeah, we're getting there. She's very close to halfway through. Yeah. It is a process, man, to get you to the point where, like, whether you, I mean, God forbid, you know, for the intended parents, anyone that's trying to have a baby, it's a very long road. I mean, but like even we had to go through a long process just to be like vetted, basically, just to be vetted. Just completed Apocalypse 3. Nice. Damn, mimic. Oh, and you had a mimic. That's fun. See ya, Key. Have a good one, man. Yeah. Flash is married. That is what I've heard. That is the word on the street. She is an incredible human. It's a risk. Yeah. I mean, on it, like, to obviously not give too much information, but the intended parent, like, that's why she can't have kids. It's because of a health risk. It's a health risk. So she literally can't. But my wife, like, I feel like I'm just along for the ride. I'm just along for the ride, man. Like, she's doing everything. I'm just, you know, there was a point in time where I was stabbing her in the butt every night for a couple months. Like, that was crazy. I've never done that before in my life, you know? When am I starting the game? Well, we've been playing the game for the past like 3 or 4 hours. So the game has already started. We are now sitting in the lobby. Yeah. Good night, Grant. Have a good one, man. Most knowledge from me? No, that's a lie. You got it from Chiba. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Supporting. It's all I can do. It's all I can do. If she needs something, I'm there, man. If she needs something, I'm there. Too much info? What do you mean? Love how sassy you are. You have to be able to strike back. You have to be able to strike back. Erica, how are you? Must be awful? What must be awful? Advice for a professional to nightmare and solo. Really get familiar with the ghosts to the point where you can narrow all of them down with at least one thing. Because you're going to reach a point where you have all of your ghosts in front of you, and then you get your evidence and you're like, I have these 4, 5, 3, whatever. How do I narrow down what they are? So knowing a ghost by speed, knowing it by how it blinks, how it looks, an ability that you can actually test for, knowing that if a ghost changes rooms or not, those are all really important things to know when you go to Nightmare. Very important to know. Yeah. Got the bronze APOC trophy yesterday. It was very scary. Luckily it was a DO. Hey-o. Dude, that is the cheat code. Getting a DO for your apocalypse, it's the way. It just makes it so much easier. My favorite for when my wife was, oh, bring me food. Listen, I know the way to my wife's heart is food. I know the way to her heart. So if I show up randomly with like a thing of mozzarella sticks, point for me. Oh, thank you, Crimson. When you take a picture of when you take a dots pic of a phantom, does it still disappear? Yes. Yes, it does. Wanted buffalo wings my whole pregnancy. The hotter, the better. Oh my God. Is there a hunt cheat sheet? There is a cheat sheet website that is awesome. It has endless amounts of information. Zero does an amazing job. If you do ! Cheat sheet, nothing, check out that website. Tons of info. Tons. Xenon! Hi, friend. Friend, I saw your DM. As I was going live, I saw your DM. I did see it, though. And I also saw the thing with the stuff and the things. So, roger that. Roger that. Loud and clear. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Mozzarella sticks? My favorite map is Willow. Willow's awesome. I love it. Not able to understand the context of what's going on? Perfect. Yeah, of course, nothing. Yeah. That cheat sheet is amazing, man. If you start doing runs that are not a ghost that's 100% speed, that's like 150, whatever it may be, it's really helpful to know what the ghosts sound like at those speeds. Because like, I don't know them by heart. It's really tough to know those unless you do it a lot. So that is super helpful. Ever play with subscribers? Yep. I play, if I reach my Twitch goal, I have a viewer day, and we're going to have one. We're going to have one next month. I just got to pick a day. Yeah. I just got to pick a day. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, right? Yeah, that's amazing, man. I love it. 'Tis amazing. All right. Friends, it is 11:30. I know I typically would go beyond this, but like my head is in a good spot. I'm not really like, I don't have like a like big migraine or anything like that. No big headache right now. Not too bad anyway. I think it's a good place to like simmer down. So YouTubes, thank you guys for chilling with me. I'm going to raid. We're going to go find someone to raid, and we're going to talk for probably a second. So if you'd like to come and raid, you're more than welcome. But let's go find someone to say hi to. 2 days ago on YouTube and watching all day. I appreciate it, man. Well, thank you. No, you guys are amazing. I appreciate you. Let's wind down and let's go find someone to say hi to. Thank you, Copper. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Again, the stuff with the stuff that I did with Coach and with Chinggis and Doc today, I would love to do more stuff like that. It's just a matter of coming up with ideas. I have an idea for something really stupid for a competition that anyone could be involved in and join. So I'm going to do that. And there's going to be a prize for it too. It's just me figuring out where I want to host it. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, if you ever have ideas, man, please feel free to put them in the Discord. Always feel free. I always look at all those channels. I always look. You like prizes? Chiba, I will give you whatever you want. Competition easy? Wow, Xenon, wow. It's not the kind of competition you think. It's Phasmo. Been watching on YouTube since you started. I appreciate you, Flip. I like money. Oh, started playing Phasmo the husband. He found you. We were both watching you play. I appreciate you, Wendy. Thank you. All right, let's go find somewhere to go. I am going to be streaming again on Friday. Will tonight's VOD be someone tomorrow? I was a little overstimulated earlier. I watched it. Well, the VOD always, so the VOD will always go to Twitch. I mean, to YouTube. So there's multiple ways in which it gets saved in multiple places. There's the Twitch VOD. There is the YouTube VOD of Twitch. Maybe you don't like watching it on Twitch. You like watching it back on YouTube. It's easier to stream to other places, things like that. So you could go to the VOD channel there, or I also streamed on YouTube. So you can hear all the alert sounds and all of that stuff, the blurbs, if you want to watch it that way. So technically speaking, the VOD is in 3 places. So it's just a matter of where you want to watch it. Yeah. So the VOD itself will be available within the next few hours, by tomorrow, whatever. But yeah, it's available everywhere. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so if you're not already on the VOD's channel, it's there. They all go there. All of them. All of them. Damoon? What about Damoon? Was it, but I am now? Oh, I appreciate you. I know that sometimes it's just easier to watch things back away from Twitch. If you're watching a VOD back on Twitch, it's rough. It's rough because you're watching it and you want to chat, but you can't because you're so used to being able to chat on Twitch. It's so tough. With the VOD stuff, you can put it on in the background. You can just minimize it and let the audio play, whatever. Yeah. You have your own personal blood. Wait, what? I don't have my own personal. Oh, this one? Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. Twitch VOD. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I've tried watching. I watch VODs back sometimes on Twitch, but just the experience of it. Again, you so naturally want to talk and you can't. And you're like, oh, I can jump in the convert. No, I can't because you're not live. I'm just watching a video back. It's depressingly in my basement by myself. That and all the blood moons you get. I've been getting them a lot recently. It's supposed to be like a 2% chance. Supposed to be at 2%. Or so they say. A few minutes to chat after stream. Song, if you want to DM me, you're more than welcome to, friend. I have to go upstairs and finish cleaning up some stuff before I go to bed for work tomorrow. When you're in game and the light is red, it looks like a blood moon. Ah, got you. Friday, if you do exclamation point schedule, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Thank you, Mayor. All right, I know where we're gonna go. They're not playing Phasmo, but they're playing other stuffs and things. Saying hi to your future self, that's fair. All right, friends, here are some raid messages. If you're a follower, that's for you. Subs, that's for you. My creepy little tier 3s, you get your own, of course. But of course, we are going to go say hi to our amazing friend, Dreadstone. Dread is playing some DBDs. She's playing Dead by Daylight. She's currently a survivor. So I don't know if there's people in here that play DBD. Here you go. But Dread's amazing. Dread plays lots of stuff. One of these days, I don't know when, eventually we're going to make time and we're going to play, we want to play Panicore. Maybe I'll talk to Cheeps about that. I think Cheap would be hilarious in that game. I've never played it. I still have yet to play it, but I want to. Still want to. So, all in due time. But one last time, if you're not in the Discord, guys, the Discord link is there and the rest of the socials are there. Haven't played it yet either? Oh, that would be perfect. That would be perfect because then I wouldn't be the only person there that doesn't know how to play. There's a mod? Okay, I've got to look into more stuff. Yeah, Cheeps will talk, man. That would be pretty fun. I don't know who our other person would be or players, but we can figure it out. I have an idea, though. I do have an idea. I had a spirit hunt me at a minute 30. What was that all about? Maybe you didn't properly hit it with a incense. That might be why. Oh, Angel, I appreciate you. All right, guys, let's go say hi to Dread. Dread is amazing. Please make sure you hang out and follow and give all the loves. I appreciate you guys. I will see you on Friday. Peace.